Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yeah, I feel I'm the best in the sport, and to be the best, you got to be the best.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
To be one champion, one face, one name. His name's Deontay Wilder.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
This is the fact that I've been on this journey for a long time.
110%. There's no doubt in my mind. That fight will happen. There's no doubt in my mind. I'll beat Wilder as well.
I'm scaring heavyweights each and every time. Don't you see it? You know, I am the most feared. And if I'm not, then I want somebody to shut me up.
I want somebody to shut him up too. I want somebody to shut him up if he's not the most feared. If he ain't the baddest, most grandest champion you ever seen. I told you, you couldn't handle the answers. You can't handle the truth. So here we go.
Handle the truth.
Part number 3, TBV, hashtag TBV podcast. We are back and we will be live with the champ, WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Bomb Squad Wilder. The Bronze Bomber will be on the show to answer all questions. Is he going to Cardiff? Or is he staying home? Is he going to make the American public happy? Or is he going to put him on the defensive? I don't know, but that's what we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about the whole triangle of sin between Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, and Deontay Wilder. We'll be talking about him not being allowed into the ring. We will ask him, what exactly was said. And now that we got confirmation, guys, I can start throwing around that word that he used, order of protection. He said, I ain't going over there after after Joshua and Eddie Hearn put an order of protection out on me. I said, damn. Did they go to the law enforcement on the big man? Or is he just being hyperbolic like my co-host Matt likes to be? I don't know. That is up for you to decide. That being said, we're going to go out to our co-hosts. We got our UK representative, so AJ, protect us. Stand up. First, the Golden State.
Dollar DiBiase production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rock into a knockout. Now, when the main thing is, I just hope the guy. I wish.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Haters, and I know there's right now Wilder and his team. Those quotes are saying that Wilder's not coming to Cardiff. He's not coming to Joshua Parker, and I thought it would be best if we give our listeners, the horse's mouth on the matter. And I think it's going to be good to have Deontay on the show, ask him these questions, see what it's really all about, because right now he's not going. And I think a lot of his fans, like you said, Ness, are going to be put on the defensive. I think that could be an unnecessary position that Wilder put his own fans in when he could still be going. But again, he will be on the show. Can't wait to ask him these questions myself. It's going to be good to talk to Wilder again since the last time I was in Alabama. Can't wait to put up with, obviously, Robbie, the Hearns, you, Ness, and the callers. Let's go.
For sure, Matt. Keep your eye on the switchboard as we will be having a treat on top of the treat. I'm also in communications right now with Team Parker, and we will be either having them on this particular show or setting something up with them right after. But hopefully we could get them on this live show. Since this topic is to discuss Deontay Wilder not coming to be on air on Sky Sports telecast. Now, Rob and Matt, do you guys know if he was supposed to call this telecast? Is he just supposed to be there to do interviews? What exactly was Wilder, quote unquote, paid to do? Because according to Eddie Hearn in the IFL TV interview, he was quoted saying that Wilder was paid handsomely and even lodging was included, hotels and everything.
Yeah, he would have been on the
definitely on the color commentary. So just like the Klitschko fight, I enjoyed him actually on the Klitschko fight. So yeah, looking forward to hearing what Deontay's got to say. Really, should be
You
good.
bring up that Klitschko fight, and that's what I'm interested in because obviously I didn't want to let any of the cats out of the metaphorical bag. But all day I had the news that he wasn't coming and some of his reasons why, and that's one of them. And obviously he'll address it and elaborate a lot more in detail. But he said, "Hey, man, I was there before, and they ignored me when the Klitschko fight was happening. So why should I come back again? Especially if now not only are they going to ignore me, but they've gone the extra mile to put an order of protection against Joshua on me, not allowing me in."
Again, I think the counter to that would be you can still make the situation be about you.
Camp just hit me up and said he'll be on shortly. He's just ordering some food real quick. Remember, he is in New York City, not in Alabama, handling some media obligations. And he did give us reassurance he would be on later on tonight. And there he is. So room service first, Matt, and then service for the people. PSA for sure. Go for it.
Again, I think the counter to that would be that it would still be more useful and beneficial to go than not to go.
I agree. I mean, look, we badly need to hear his counter argument. But for me, all I see is, bonuses. Unless, again, it's like I said, unless Dillian acts in a way that, can cause things to get out of control between the camps. Because, again, it's never these fighters. It's usually their camps that can't refrain from talking.
One thing I will say, though, and this is not an excuse for Wilder, because again, I think he should be going, but this is in line with his character to be more principled on legacy, on the principle of the matter, so to speak. He has always been a little bit more about that than, let's say, just getting the bag. Him not going to the UK because of a principled stance about how he is treated, I can understand that when he's still the same guy that took on Luis Ortiz instead of Dylan White due to legacy, not because of money. To me, it's still in line with his character, even though I think his team, his promotional team, his managerial team should have sat him down and said, look, you still need to go.
Well, again, I was carrying the news all day, but you and I both know that he said it was a decision made by he and his team.
I know that. But I think his team made a mistake there. That is my personal opinion. They may disagree with me, and of course they can. They do. But in my personal opinion, I think the net gain of going is more important than whatever Eddie Hearn's side show he is going to try to put on Deontay Wilder.
I agree. Again, very easy to agree when we don't have both sides of the story. Both sides of the story or the flip side of the coin is what we're waiting for once Deontay calls in. He's already confirmed. He's already even given us a update that he will be on shortly, ordering some food now. So we will be talking about this with him and just clearing up the Dylan White situation. It's kind of almost like beating a dead horse, Matt, or, ramming against a wall, because it's not like you and I haven't been here trying to sell Dylan White to him. We did it on the show live when Tyson called. Then we did it when we went to the camp. I mean, I don't think that there's anything you and I can say that is going to change that.
There isn't. There is nothing we can say to make him change his mind, but we've both been on record, both on the show, both in person with him, saying, hey, we think this is the right path for you. This is our personal take on what is available to us, the information available to us. And it seems like Dylan White makes some sense, or at least for this particular situation, going to the UK, doing that commentating job makes the most sense right now. Because otherwise, what's he doing? What's he filling that time up with to elevate his own brand? Is he being proactive? Because you said he's been in here in New York or there in New York for media. Where's that media at? Where can we find this stuff? Those are all things I think.
Oh, buddy, he was just on Fox. I got sent that earlier. I wish I had the text, but he was on Fox today, and he was on I think ESPN. Actually, my uncle sent it to him. Let me look right here because my uncle watches a lot of Sports Center. He said it was on the Craig Boomer show today, 6660 The Fan, ESPN.
That sounds like a radio show.
Yeah, 660 The Fan, but it's also like us, video and radio. So whatever.
Again, I think that's nothing compared to being in Cardiff with all the media right there. Just being honest.
I hear you. No, listen. I mean, you can't compare it to Cardiff. That would be, silly. But I am getting correspondence here from Camp Parker. Hopefully we can get a treat. Oh yeah, he just added me with another name. Or sent the request. So maybe we could get him on before Deontay to spice things up, see what's how's things going with them, and just what's on their mind, and really get his thoughts as well as what does he think about Deontay not showing up?
Because you have to think about this. Obviously, Parker will have a rematch with Joshua if he wins, but after that, obviously hypothetical, if he beats Joshua again, the next big fight would be Wilder for Parker as well. So, I mean, if you're Parker, you're hoping that if you win, you can steal that spotlight with Wilder or something. You can create that interest and be a superstar in that moment as well. So there's also a way to look at it from Parker's team, where Wilder being there is a benefit to him as well. Robbie Hearn, any take, or are you just going to sit there?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm going to be interested to hear what Taylor's got to say, because obviously everything's all about AJ and Wilder, AJ. But let's not forget there's Parker in this fight as well, so he could come in, like you say, steal that spot, and maybe it'll be Wilder Parker everyone will start talking about. But I just want to hear what Taylor or whatever's going to have to say, because like this whole theory of looking past Parker the underdog, Parker the easy belt for any heavyweight to come along and take. But it's a lot of people saying it's going to go 12 rounds now. So has the narrative changed? Is it suddenly a tough fight? And so yeah, I'll be interested to hear what's going to get said about all this, and Wilder thrown in the mix.
I don't know how his service is, and I'm talking to Taylor about Taylor from Team Parker, because he's asking me, did I get the request? And I don't see it, but I searched that name, but I guess he doesn't even see that I sent him a request. It can be the internet, but in the meantime, I say we go to the good people that make this possible and use them for the interim while we wait for Deontay Wilder and or Team Parker to contact us.
It is hard to continue developing new content and covering the sport as thorough as we do without contributions from loyal listeners like you. If you enjoyed listening to the Boxing Voice Radio and find it informative and entertaining, please consider making a donation.
I think this might be Taylor here, so that would be actually the best. I'll try and connect them. If that is not, we'll move on to the next caller while we wait for Deontay. Let me see. Taylor, is that you?
What's up, team?
What's going on? Can you plug in your? Are you using the? Oh, you're using a computer. Okay. Do you have your iPhone headphones just so you don't get any feedback whenever I talk? Your speakers will just pick it up and throw it back to the mic.
Yeah, hold on, bro. Just plug it in.
No problem. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the son and co-trainer of Kevin Barry and Joseph Parker, obviously the fighter going into Cardiff Saturday night versus Anthony Joshua. Listen, Taylor, since we have you, as I let you know, we're going to have Deontay Wilder on, and the public has been going, I guess, a bit crazy because he announced that he's not going to be coming to watch the fight between Joseph Parker and Anthony Joshua, and he feels that the reason that he's not going to come is because, he's not being allowed into the ring. How are you guys receiving the fact that Wilder and Joshua have been in the media more than, I guess, Joseph and Anthony Joshua, who actually are fighting Saturday?
Hey, first off, thanks for having me on. And I feel like AJ's looking past Joe. Everyone's waiting for this mega fight. But, there's one man standing in that way, and that's Joseph Parker. And the worst thing that you could do in this division and in the sport is overlook someone. That's when you get caught. Joe's more focused than ever. And no, we're here to get the job done.
Now, obviously, we even reviewed the media workout because this fight is so big that, we're covering every second of it. So, we spoke about the movement, about the little bit of shadow boxing, because neither team gave away much. And was that the game plan? Was that to make sure no one showed each other too much before fight night?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, this fight is so important for both guys because it's all about your legacy and obviously future plans with potential fights. But what's done is done. And it's gonna be exciting.
Now, look, obviously the I guess number one statement used in boxing is you don't look past this fight. So I don't want you to do that at all. What I want you to do is look back to the night that Gerald Washington faced Deontay Wilder, because he'll be on the show later on and he'll make his claims as to why everyone in the division is ducking him, that he's been wanting, unifications since he's got his title and no one wants to fight him. He claims he invited Joseph Parker and the team to Alabama when he fought Gerald Washington, and you guys were supposed to announce a alleged fight, but he feels that after you've seen the performance, things changed.
Okay, so all right, let's clear this up. Nothing but respect to Deontay Wilder. He's a good friend of our team. He's always supportive. I've got a bunch of mutual friends. We didn't go to Alabama for Deontay Wilder. We went for our stablemate Easy Ugona, who was fighting Dominic Brazil. There was obviously talks of a potential fight that, was, in the radar for us, but we got locked into a mandatory with Huey Fury, which obviously got postponed back till September. And then obviously we've got this opportunity now. So, if he was thinking that on that performance that we were worried, is definitely the opposite. On that performance, Joseph Parker would have put him flat out on his face. So there's that.
Now you leave it to Eddie, and Eddie kind of he's kind of like saying that it's true, because he says, well, Deontay Wilder was supposed to unify with Joseph Parker, but he couldn't put together a lucrative enough package for Joseph Parker to accept.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too much into numbers and details, but they offered the money that his team had offered was money that Joe's been making down in New Zealand now. So why would you go into a massive unification fight for the same kind of money that he's making and defenses back home?
Hey Taylor, it's Matt. Good to hear from you again. Hang out with you in Vegas. Obviously, as Ness said, it seems like all boxing media, all, the industry, so to speak, is looking past Joseph Parker. How is he personally dealing with that, with the topics conversation not being him? Is he just letting it roll off his back, or is it affecting him in any way?
Nah, it's not affecting Joe one bit. He's calm and focused, relaxed, and ready to go for Saturday. I think he kind of likes being the underdog and being overlooked. There's no pressure on Joe. Everyone expects Joshua to come out and blast Joe out and then fight Wilder, where realistically it's not going to be like that. He's got Joseph Parker, who's undefeated, defending world champion, who's coming, and he's got bad intentions. He's here to take those belts. He's not here for the payday. He's here for legacy.
Taylor, before I pass you to Robbie Hearns, our resident UK co-host, listen, I have one, okay? I need a new studio. So does Joseph make it to the 12th? Because the money's on the 12th. I mean, he's 16 to 1 if he gets him to the 12th. Now, his last three have gone the distance. Are you guys slimming him down? Because he looks slimmer in the media workout. Is he slimming him down to be more explosive, get an early knockout? Or is he going to take Joshua deep? Is he going to make sure he gets him to the 5th? Show us what he's always showed us, get tired in those rounds, and then turn it up with these multiple punches and this slimmer version of Joseph Parker?
To touch on that, we can't judge Joe off of his last 3 performances because he's had elbow problems. We've taken care of the problems. For a fight like this, we needed to. He's had a couple of elbow surgeries. He's locked and focused and ready to go. Talking about his weight, he's taken off 33 pounds this camp for his movement. He's real light on his feet. He's explosive. We brought in an Olympic strength and conditioning trainer who's got Joe very, 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 very fit. So, if it goes in 1 round, if it goes to 12 rounds, we're ready for whatever. Joe's got a granite chin, and I back my boy. So.
But does the 12 sound sexy? I mean, does that belt? I mean,
well,
I'm just trying to get a new car. That's all.
That's a hard question, mate. I feel like both guys are going to respect each other early. So, what our game plan is, obviously hit the body from the get-go, stay composed and relax, and drag him into deeper waters where he's showed his stamina problems. But, Joe's, during sparrings and that, Joe started strong and ended strong. So it's hard to say, man. I'm sorry I can't help. It's hard.
Rob.
Okay, mate. Yeah, good. Hey, Taylor, it's Rob from the UK.
Hi, mate.
How you doing? Yeah, I just wondered, we've heard Joseph saying he's going to be chasing Joshua around the ring. Now, there seems to be like a signature punch with Joshua with the uppercut. Has there been like working camp to maybe, counteract that with him coming forward and wanting to mix it with Joshua?
Yeah, so, we've been watching Joshua for a few years now, watching all his weaknesses and strengths. He does throw a good 45. We saw that in the Klitschko fight. Yeah, so like there's combinations that we've put together especially for this fight that we think will work on Joshua. But yeah, so he does like to throw the 45, and we've got a nice little counter for
it.
Cool. So sorry, Matt, go on.
Taylor, how is Joseph Parker taking the spectacle of it right now? Obviously the weigh-in had a lot of glitz and glamour, had a lot of little tiny, TVs all over the place. How is he taking the spectacle of the event so far?
Joe's a very mentally tough person. Things don't really faze Joe. He loves the attention. He's enjoying the moment. He's just ready to do his best and represent New Zealand and Samoa at the very highest level. Joe's a big star back in New Zealand, so he's used to that kind of attention. Joe's loving it.
So do you see, when he walks out, got to do that big long ring walk? I mean, I know a few New Zealand guys myself, and they're pretty laid back characters. You just see him taking everything in his stride, with the big ring walk, with all those people there cheering for AJ. You see him coping fine with that.
There'll be a lot of New Zealanders coming over for this fight as well. There'll be a lot of guys cheering for Joe as well. Joe will be smiling from when we enter the tunnel to when we walk all the way to the ring. Joe's that type of person. If you look at his last 24 fights, he smiled his whole way to the ring. He lives the moment. He enjoys it, embraces it. He feeds off the crowd, and this is his time.
Taylor, I need you to be completely honest. When they did that first face-off in the press conference, you had to say, fuck. I didn't know he was that big, because shit, it almost looks like Joe's looking into his chest.
I thought he was bigger, mate. He's not that big. He's not as big as we thought. Our sparring partners are a lot bigger than him.
How's Malik Scott compared to him in terms of height? Because I know obviously AJ's thicker.
Malik is our smallest sparring partner that we brought in. We brought him in for speed and movement and experience. Other sparring partners like Tony Yoka, who's 6'7", Razvan Kajanu, and other names I will not name, but he's nowhere near as big as what we thought. He's obviously a very big, chiseled out human being, but it's nothing to be intimidated about.
Yeah, Taylor, as we talk more and more, I just get the feeling your money is on a knockout.
My money is on a knockout. And that's on my boy.
Now, is it a knockout like, a punch to the face or a combination to the face, or you think it's going to be accumulation? He's going to tire out. He's just not going to be able to take the assault, and he's just going to, go out, ref will come in because he's not answering the punches.
Right. When you when you look too much into that kind of thing, no one knows how it's going to plan out. It's just him and Joe getting in the ring in front of 80,000 people. You don't really know how it's going to plan out. But I know if Joe follows the game plan and stays focused, Joe will stop him. If it's, a body shot, a head shot, a TKO, a stone cold knockout, whatever it is, I don't care. As long as we go back home, we bring this back with us, and a couple extra ones, and that's all that matters.
Now, Taylor, what's the timeline? Everything goes well. You guys win March 31st, Saturday night. You travel back home. Yeah. How long do you have before you have to decide if you're going to do an immediate rematch with Anthony Joshua, Or is there an option to, maybe get a hometown defense with all that jewelry, before you gotta, kind of go right back into the Lions den?
Yeah, so I feel like, we'll take it as it comes, but we get the victory, we'll go straight back to New Zealand and celebrate. And then I think over the summer, there'll be a big clash at Wembley.
Now, could you picture anything better than, obviously Joseph winning, because it's the ultimate like monkey in the monkey wrench in the plans of the world, not just Eddie Hearn, not the fans, but really the boxing world. These heavyweights, not just Joshua and Wilder, but Joseph, just all heavyweights are really moving the needle now. Do you feel like heavyweight boxing has ignited boxing again?
100%. The division's back and it's hot. There's so many young, exciting fighters coming up, and it's back where it should be. Heavyweights taking over and ruling the divisions, and it's a great time to be involved.
Well, listen, Taylor, man, I don't want to keep you much longer. I know that you're out there. We're waiting on Deontay to call in. He's here in New York City. Want to thank you, wish you and the team luck. Send your father love, and obviously Joseph Parker. Can't wait for Saturday night, brother, and thank you again. If you have any social media, please give it out at this time for anyone that wants to follow you and stay close to you and the camp.
All right, I'm on Instagram. Follow me at Taylor Berry.
All right, brother. Well, thank you again. There you have it. Team Parker, Taylor Berry, the son of Kevin Barry, 2 trainers in the corner for Joseph Parker Saturday night when he takes on Anthony Joshua for the IBF, IBO, and the WBA straps. Matt, man, he didn't give me, the confidence in that 16-1 12-round bet. It looks like Team Parker are looking for an early night of work.
Well, let's be honest.
Deontay just called my cell. I guess he got my message. He's probably going to call straight into the studio. That's perfect timing.
Perfect. I think they are planning that if we can, let's get him out of there. Because going 12 rounds with a guy of AJ's power is also not that smart. Because you're giving him more time to narrow that margin of victory, in a sense. So I understand why Taylor is hesitant to also say that we will want to go decision. We want to outbox him. We want to work in and out. We want to test that gas tank, even though he did kind of say that. Oh, I think Deontay just called in.
Yes, he is. He just missed Team Parker, but that's okay. We're clearing the floor for the Bronze Bomber himself, WBC champion, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on? Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we hear you. You got a bit of a background noise there, but we definitely copy you.
Hold on. Let me step. Yeah, I'm in a little steak restaurant real quick. Let me step out real quick.
All right. While Deontay goes and steps out, guys, remember to share the show. Let the world know the WBC champion of the world is on the line, ready to answer all questions. You've been wondering whether or not he's going to be in Cardiff. We will soon find out.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Another day, another podcast, man. We're trying to either debunk or confirm whether or not you're going to be in the UK to call this fight on Sky Sports.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not going to be there. We had a situation come about. When I got hired with Sky Sports, I told them that I would come and be a part of the party under one circumstances, and that was if Joshua wins, that I will get in the ring with him and look him in his eye face to face and tell him that I want to knock him out. And they told me that that wouldn't be no problem. You got it. So I said, all right, I'll be there. And then, a few days later, get a phone call with my manager telling me that I won't be able to do that. I won't be able to get in the ring no more. That Joshua then talked about he don't want me in the ring. He don't want me in the ring. Talking about having extra security. I even heard something about a restraining order or some shit like that. I don't know what that was about, but saying that he didn't want to hype this fight for what, why, don't want the drama. So, my thing is, Eddie Hearn's always talking about me being the only one to raise my profile and having to hype this fight up. And my thing is, what's better way than hyping this fight up than doing it at the fight? You got 70,000 people that's going to be there, and you got millions that's going to be watching. I mean, what better way than hype this fight, this ultimate unification bout with two of the best in the division, and on that night, on that platform? It's free advertisement. I didn't understand that. That was, I think that was kind of childish for me. That was my whole reason to come over there. I wasn't planning on coming over there for no other reason, until I got the phone call in. And unfortunately for that, after, speaking to my team, we made a team decision not to come. We're gonna do our own thing.
Now, are you basing this decision because you feel that they're going to use Dillian White to kind of deflect the energy away from Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder and kind of put that on Dillian White versus Deontay Wilder?
No, not necessarily. The main thing was getting in the ring. That was the whole thing. We want to fight. It's obvious that I want to fight way more than him. It's obvious. I don't have to be there for people to know that I want to fight. They don't have to see me do no more interviews. If I don't do no more interviews ever, people know that Deontay Wilder wanted this fight. It ain't I don't fear no man. No matter where I go, I don't fear no man. I don't have to worry about nobody. No matter where I go, nowhere, and it ain't about that. But we already know what Eddie Hearn was up to. It's obvious to see what he wants. He wants Dillian White to fight me. That's his ultimate dream. That's the fight that he wants to happen, and that is the reason why he is so upset and crying like a baby. When you get a spoiled brat like him that's been fed a silver spoon, always gotten what he wanted when he wanted it, and when he don't get what he wants no more, he turned into a crybaby. You see how red he got in the face, how upset he was, because basically his plans backfired on him. His whole reason of wanting me there wasn't because of Joshua, but it was because of Dillian White, of course. Everybody knows that. It's obvious to see that. But what have Dillian White done? What have Dillian White done to fight me? Why do I have to go through so many different things? Why do I have to jump so many different hurdles just to get this fight, just to get a title fight? What have anybody else done? What have anybody else done that deserves to get a fight? But when it comes to me, the baddest man on the planet, I can't get a fight. But I'm the least one with the least skills, right? I'm the one they say that'll knock me out, right? I don't understand it, and it just come to the point of time now. Come to the point where we just gonna sit back. We're gonna chill. We're gonna do our thing and shit. I guess I'll get on this journey of beating the record of being 50-0 with 49 KOs. And that's if I have to. This dude talking about wanting to come to America and fight somebody by the name of Joe Miller that ain't done nothing. What have he done to get a fight? But if they want to play these stalling tactics, if they want to do all that, then let them. The British people, sooner or later, they're going to get on board with this and really figure out and see what is going on with Eddie Hearn. They know, but just like one of the British friends, he told me that they know what's going. Like it's a lot of British fans that understand what's going on, but it's some that also the ones that support this, they also know what's going on as well too. They're not dumb. They know what's going on, but like he told me, like a British guy told me, he said the only thing is we know what's going on, but he admitted, he just said, I'm just going to be straight on it. He said, we're on our high horse right now. He talked about you know, we been down for 10, that they were down for 10 years and some other stuff he was talking about. And talking about how they on their high horse right now. They enjoying it. You know, America always has been on top. America always has done this and done that. And now the roles have changed, have reversed. They get their opportunity to have they shine, and they enjoying it right now. They don't want to get off the high horse. They don't want to lose the momentum, you know. And it's sad though. But I think people's gonna smoke them out of there eventually, slowly but surely. You know, they'll smoke them out. You know, over here in America, we want to fight, man. We ain't worrying about no money and all that. When it comes to me, the fame is a part of it. The money is a part of it. We're both gonna make the biggest purse of our lives, period. So let's not talk about no money. Let's make this fight happen. I'm about legacy. You know, when it's all said and done, when you die, you can't take no money with you. But what you can leave behind is a legacy, something that people remember you by. At the end of the day, if this fight never happens, I can live with myself and I can say that I tried everything I could do to make this fight happen. I did he didn't want to fight, and that's just plain and simple. He didn't want to fight. They're afraid. Joshua is afraid to lose. We've seen that many a times throughout his interviews. We've stated it many a times. You know, he don't want to lose, and I'm the most dangerous guy that he can face. And with that being said, by me being the most dangerous guy that he can face it's like it pushes me back. It's almost like a curse for me because it pushes me back. Now, if I didn't have power, then these guys probably would fight me and different things. But, you know, we ain't sweating it. I'm not upset at nobody. I'm not mad at nobody. You know, he's been doing his thing in this country, and, you know, they want to continue to lie to the fans over there, manipulate them, because we see it clear as day with Eddie Hearns as well, too. I mean, when you get a guy like him, a Caucasian guy, well-groomed with a nice smile, blue eyes, you got trouble. I love to speak to his wife and talk ask her some questions about him. And Eddie Hearns is like a car salesman. He'll sell you a used car, take the mileage back and say that bitch run brand new. That's what type of person he is. He's slick with the mouth. He manipulate the people, and the people understand it. But, you know, they enjoying the moment right now, man. We're going to let them ride their way. We ain't pressing them. We ain't looking. We ain't chasing no one, man. I ain't chasing no one. I'm a grown-ass man, bro.
Deontay.
I'm not sweating money. You know what I mean? We got that as well, too. I'm living good. You know, we ain't sweating. We just going to do what we do.
Deontay, you're breaking up a little bit, just by the way, so if you can maybe get near a window or something. Also, I just want to ask, you say that you wanted to go to Joshua Parker, and you even stipulated in the deal that you wanted to get in the ring. You wanted to create that moment for your fight with Joshua. If they're not letting you in that ring, could you not have done that outside the ring? Could you not have
Clubber Lang style?
Clubber Lang, you know, make the scene, make the moment about you instead of Joshua. Could you still done that outside the ring?
It's nothing like getting in that ring, man. I don't care what nobody says. Nothing like getting in that ring, getting to him face to face, putting him on the spot in front of everybody. You know, face eye to eye. You ain't got no promoter to talk for you. It's all you. What you gonna do when you got a man like me looking in your eyes, telling you I want to fight you, and they know I'm a real one. I'm one of the realest. My presence speaks for itself, and look you in the eye and say, I want to fight. Now he's on the spot in front of everybody. What you going to do? It's nothing like that. I mean, I can sit on the outside, hoop and holler and look like a fool even more, you know. They want me part of this circus, and I'm not a clown, man. I'm not going to be sitting here chasing nobody. I'm not going to do all that. He talking about this being a event where hell of a media will be there. I can get the attention from that and stuff like that. But the thing about it, when I came to the Klitschko fight is supposed to be the biggest fight that they did, right? So they didn't even want to mention me in the building, you know. So you talking about media and stuff. What was the situation then? They didn't want to say I was there. They weren't doing it. So all of a sudden, magically, it's supposed to media's gonna be this and media's gonna be it. I understand that he had to fight with Klitschko. I had to fight with Luis Ortiz, and the buzz is out. But it's still, nothing amounts to a man stepping in another man's face, looking him in the eyes, and challenging him that way. It's nothing like it. As a fighter, you want to respect another man and step in his face, look him in his eyes, and do it. Not far apart, not far away. That don't mean nothing to me.
But Deontay, I don't know if you heard his response, but do you understand him when he says, Deontay getting in the ring or saying that he wants to get in the ring is him trying to dictate, and he can't dictate my show. This is my show, and he takes it as a form of disrespect if you bogart his ring.
This say, with me, they was talking about, I ain't gonna say too many names, you know what I mean? I'm just saying they was talking about doing certain things at the weigh-in and all that shit. You got opportunities to do stuff at the weigh-in. You got opportunities throughout to do, but that's just not me. When I come to a person's fight, I'm not finna be in no press conference. I'm not finna be in your weigh-in. I'm not finna be doing that hoopering and hollering. That's just not my character. I respect the fighter or fighters that's finna fight. I'm a fighter myself, so I know how it is. I don't want to come and be the one that disturb the next fighter from not focusing on what he got to do. This is one of the biggest fights that he got to face. He's finna defend this title. So I'm not the one that come in press conferences and doing all the hooping and hollering. Then I'll be disrespecting Joseph Parker for that. But after the fight, once everything over, I feel once Joshua, if he wins, if he would have won, it's, the party's over. Everybody's going home. The show's over. So, throughout tradition of boxing, you've seen these methods of fighters getting in the ring. Shit, look what I did. I allowed Tyson Fury to get in the ring, coming all the way over from England, getting in the ring, trying to make a fight happen with him. But the fight didn't happen because of him. And I was ready. I was ready, willing, and able. Let this man get in the ring, speak his piece. It's not about disrespect. It's about another fighter wanting to challenge you, and you let him speak your piece, whether you accept the fight or not. It's all about letting the guy speak his piece in front of everybody. But everybody know I was on it. I don't have to be there. I don't have to be there to make this fight. They know what they got to do. If they want this fight, he can make it happen. Eddie wants this fight, he can make it happen. Hey, I'm my own boss. I pick who I want to fight. I make decisions. Joshua should do the same thing. If he really want to fight me, he would make the decision. It ain't about, I'm going to do what's best for my career. And this. Of course I'm not best for your career. I'm the most dangerous man in there. If it's that, I'm a type of man. I'm a man. I can accept anything that another man presents to me. And if you're scared and you don't want to take this fight, or you're not even scared, if you don't want to take this fight, because I think he's scared. I think he's scared. He should take that Fuck Fear logo off his shorts because that don't apply to him. Not no more. But I can, if you don't want this fight, just say it. Just tell the people, look, just like Keith Thurman said, I don't want to fight right now. I mean, it probably took a lot of guts for him to say that, but he came out with it and said it, and you can respect him more. I can respect a fighter and say, look, I'm just not ready. That's it. That's all I got to say. And we move on. Everybody moves on. The fans, everybody that's involved with the fight, as well as the fighter. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's make it happen. Everybody moves on from this situation. But if you keep on, hold on, guys.
Well, Deontay, he put us on.
Keep on.
Go ahead.
If
Sorry.
you keep, I'm back. If you keep on saying, oh, it's Wilder, we want the fight immediately, it's DM, this and now you're confusing people. You can't say it's me when I want the fight. I'm willing. I done made so many. Josh would say that December. He's been talking to us since December, right? But Eddie Hearns just met my people in November, and we already know what that situation, because Shelly already revealed that we didn't even get a response back when we sent it. They ain't been trying to do nothing on their behalf. They ain't been trying to send no offers or nothing. They ain't even been trying to do nothing. They came down here to talk about Dylan White and how Ortiz was a dangerous fight for me. You know, Eddie Hearns talking about Joshua knocking me out in 3. Joshua said, I'm not ready. I'm not going to be rushed in my career. It might be 19 or 20 to our fight. You know, he talking about hyping the fight, making it bigger, but this is the platform to do it right here, right now. If you know, I don't have no problem. I don't have no problem going to Cardiff. I was actually looking forward to going to Cardiff because I got a lot of fans in the UK. They was ready for me to come. You know, I had people and say, their heart was broken because I didn't come. And it ain't, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to just be there. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to do what I got to do, man. And if it ain't business, like if it ain't doing it, then I don't need to be there, man. I wish everybody safe travels and I wish the fighters come to fight, but I'm on a mission myself.
Deontay, it's Rob from the UK. You saying about moving on and things like that. Where does Deontay Wilder move on to now then? If you feel you're not going to get the Joshua fight, allegedly there's been an improved offer for the Dillian White fight. Are you not interested in Dillian White, or where do we go from here?
The thing about Dylan White, I don't have no problem with Dylan White. You know what I mean? I don't have no problem with nobody. I'm a fighter. I love to do this. This is when I say I love it, I love this. I love being under the lights. I love being under the cameras. I love being able to express myself in the ring. The Bronze Bomber, he expresses himself in the ring. Whether people call it wild or whatever they want to call it, I expresses myself. It's a fight. The thing about it, I don't have no problem with Dylan White, but the thing is, I want Joshua. But I will fight White. If they put Joshua on that contract, I have no problem fighting White. Better yet, I'm going to make them another deal. If Dylan White will fight Luis Ortiz and beat him, I will fight Dylan White. That's another one for them. They can take it or leave. The only way they're going to get me with Dylan White, you fight Luis Ortiz and beat him, I'll fight you. Or you put Joshua on that contract, I will fight you. Easy. That's easy. You know, Hearns want to dictate. He's so used to getting everything. He want to dictate everything, but it don't work on this side of the point. You can't dictate and manage everything. It ain't gonna work like that. Even if Dylan White become mandatory, I still got another mandatory. And when he become mandatory, I don't have a fight mandatory until a year, so he'll still be waiting. If they want to play the waiting game and use that as a tactic, so shall we. So let the games begin. Dylan White is an easy fight for me. I love to fight Dylan White. I love to share the ring with him. So there ain't nothing against him. It's just the tactics of where his promoter is going, man. Boxing has came too far. We was in a dark place in the heavyweight division. We was in a dark place. Now it's got so exciting, man. And now they're killing it. They're killing it because they do not want to fight the best. I fought the best. I got a high risk with low rewards just to prove to the world that I am the best. Just to give to the fans another one for the heavyweight division. When that fight was over, I was like DJ Cal and another one. DJ Cali and another one. You know, for the heavyweight division to prove to people. You know, I needed that. I needed that because so many people failed, but I still came along. And by him getting these easy oppositions, you know, it's only gonna carry out for so long. The UK people are gonna get tired of it. I know they're gonna get tired of it. They're gonna get tired of spending their money on them fights. The hype, they ain't gonna be up so much. They already changed. I got friends all over, especially there. I know a lot they're gonna get tired of it. And when they do, I'll be waiting. From the meantime, I'll fight the rest of them that's lined up. Shit. I'll beat that record. I'll beat that 40-0 record. Shit, I'll go 51-0 with 50 KOs. Shit. It don't matter. I got a lot of things to do. I don't want people to think that it ain't nothing for me to do. In America, of course, it's a lot of fighters. It's a lot of fighters that ain't even been brought up yet. So it ain't just me and Joshua in in this heavyweight division. It ain't just the Dylan Whites or the Millers or the Brazils or any other guys. You know, it's more than that in this division. And I'll just take the rest. I'll clean the rest of them out until it's time. Until there ain't nobody left but me and him. I'm not going nowhere no time soon. I just beat the most craftiest, the most skillful guy in the heavyweight division. Plus, he was southpaw. Luis Ortiz will still beat anybody in the top right now. Anybody. And so we just sit out. We'll just sit and wait, man. I'm in great spirit. I ain't worried about nothing, man. And when you have a guy that's in great spirit that ain't worried about that, man, it's going to be hard to break his will, man. It's going to be hard to break his pride. Now, I just wish the best for everybody. I hope the heavyweight division continues to rise and not go back down. We didn't work too hard for it to get to where it is now, to let all these fans down, to not give the fans the best fight of their lives, to not give the fans what they deserve. They deserve this, man. The fans pay their money each and every time to see the best fight the best. And when it's an opportunity for the best to fight the best, the fighters should give the fans what they deserve. Every night there should be a fan appreciation. And this fight right here, this would be a fan appreciation fight for the world to remember and tell it, and you can tell their kids, and their kids tell their kids from years on, about this fight. This fight can bring so much memories back in the old days, like Ali and shit like that. You know what I mean? I want to make it legendary, and me and him can do it. But I can't punch myself in the face. You know what I mean? I can't go in that ring by myself and unify it. I can't do that. They talk about they always talking about money and stuff like that. They always talking, Klitschko and this is talking about unification. True enough, this is not his second unification bout. This is his first true unification bout. The other belts was given. Klitschko wasn't no champion. He was beaten. They add them belts in there. Joseph Parker, been a champion. He just defended his title. Now he's finna fight for it. This is the first true unification bout. This is the first unification bout, and not the second one. I can make him my second. He can make the second one with me. But it is what it is. We're not sweating nothing. Like I said, I'm in great spirit, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Deontay, I hate to be that guy that sounds like he's trying to sell you Dillian White, but can you tell your fans another fight that isn't Anthony Joshua? Because obviously, if Joshua wins Saturday, do you really expect him to fight you immediately after? He's had 2 unifications in less than 21 bouts. He does probably deserve maybe a tune-up, a vacation, a tune-up, then maybe.
What two unification are you referring to?
Well,
I've only seen one unification.
Technically speaking,
this is the truth. This is the first unification. Not nobody adding belts on to that, man. Come on.
Yeah,
that's what add on.
Correct, but do you see a bigger fight than Dillian White out there? Because honestly speaking, I consider myself your friend. I think Dillian White is a bigger fight than Dominic Brazil. Maybe Povetkin is bigger than Dillian White, right? Povetkin has more credibility in the division, but is there another name that is going to be bigger than Dillian White in terms of popularity, and especially in terms of building this fight? Because he's already a pretty popular UK fighter, someone that's already fought Anthony Joshua, that would just tell the world, like, oh my God, look what he did to the guy that Joshua beat,
I haven't seen the list, the top 15 or whatever. Who's number 3? I know I don't know what Ortiz to move down to. I don't know what it's a lot of guys to fight. Dillian White is just not the only one. If that's the case, once I beat Dillian White, then what's next? When me and Joshua fight, you guys acting like once me and Joshua fight, that's the end of the heavyweight division. What's next after that? When me and Joshua fight, what's next after that?
A rematch.
That's what's gonna be the fight. A rematch. Then after that, what's next?
It all depends. The rematch. It all depends how you guys look in the rematch.
You never know who's coming up. Guys come up all the time. You just never know.
All right.
We just can't label these 2 guys because
let me read them. Let me read them out for you.
Against Parker, who we?
Let me read the top 15 for you. You got Bermain Stavern at the very bottom, Derek Chisora at 14, Lucas Brown 13, Carlos Takam 12, Oscar Rivas 11, Agit Kabelia at 10, Adam Wanaki at 9, Charles Martin at 8, Johan Duapai 7, Tony Bellew 6, Pulev at 5, Alexander Povetkin at 4, Ortiz at 3, Brazil number 2, Dillian White number 1, the silver champion.
There you go. You got the names. I got a lot of names to choose from. Shit, it could be Adam Wilacki. That was the fight that we was gonna do. Anyway.
But are you gonna
he was up on the table. But he was up on the table at one point in time anyway. So
but are you gonna get that $4 million for Adam? Are you gonna get the $4 million? Is it gonna be 70,000 people in an arena cheering your name?
That's the thing about it, man. Nestor, y'all worrying about money too much. Why is y'all worrying about what's in my pocket? Or what's it in his pocket?
Because we want you to be rich and famous.
Money too much. It's the pride. Don't worry. Y'all can't take. Y'all don't pay my bills. Y'all don't take care of my family, man. Nobody do that but me, myself, and I. Nobody does that. Nobody don't give a shit about me if I lose my money. Nobody would care, man.
Deontay.
Nobody would care. So I mean, we got to keep it real with that. Money is something that comes and goes, man. Money is not something that my life, surround my life around. You know, money can only do so much. Money can only buy so much. You know, and if you put your money in the right places, shit, you can make money. I got a lot of property and shit. You know what I'm saying? I invest my money. I'm not no dumb fighter. I got a lot of shit going on. I'm not no dumb fighter.
Deontay.
You know, so that's in video. Go ahead, brother.
Prize fighting is about fighting the biggest fight for the biggest prize, right? That's the nature of prize fighting. If AJ does not want to fight you, and that is obviously the biggest fight in the heavyweight division for you with the biggest prize, the next fight down the list, is it not Dylan White for the biggest fight for the biggest prize?
Dylan White could be the biggest fight, but the thing about it is we ain't running behind Eddie. Eddie ain't running nothing over here. He don't dictate who we gonna fight. Just because he put a name out here and he want to advertise this, he want to use tactics, that don't necessarily mean I have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Just because he says it don't work like that. Not for me. Because like I said, we got a lot of shit coming on. The fight will happen. It'll happen, all of them. I'm gonna clean out the heavyweight division, period. So ain't nobody got to worry about fighting me. Trust me, I'm the one. I bless people. I bless them. You know, I love a challenge. I love fighting the best, man. I love a challenge. You know, so once I unify the whole division, they all can line up because I'm coming. I'm gonna clean out the whole division, then that's when I retire.
So do you have
we ain't falling behind what Hearns want us to do, man. We ain't doing that, man. We a champion too. We ain't falling. We gonna do what we gotta do here in America, build it up in America, you know, and do our thing over here. And that's what we're gonna do.
So it definitely sounds like a principle thing. I think me and my co-host spoke about that. It's more a principle than anything for you, is it not?
You can say a little bit of that. You know what I mean? It could be. It's just you can say it's the principle of it. You know, it ain't like I said. I don't have nothing against Dylan White. You know what I mean? No. I share the room with him, but it ain't just gonna be one way. It ain't just gonna be Eddie's way. He don't dictate nothing over here. Like I said, he don't run nothing over here. He don't run my career, nothing. We fight who we want to fight. And if you want us to fight him, I have no problems. I have no problems fighting Dylan White at all, brother. No problem. But we gotta meet in the middle. You can't have your cake and eat ice cream too. Just because you trying to become this famous promoter and stuff, that ain't gonna happen, brother. That's not gonna happen, man. It's just not. And it's sad for Dylan White because Dylan White won another title shot. He felt by beating Lucas Brown, that this would get him to where he need to be. But it's unfortunate for him that this situation coming about, If Eddie would meet it in the middle, my people ain't got no problem. Like I said, I dictate who won't fight. All it takes is one phone. Al, let's do this. Al down with anything, baby. He's a smart man. You can't mess with a man that you can't mess with a man that have made 4 of the biggest fights in world history of boxing, bro. My people know what they doing. I got a man. Forget what he just got one guy. I got my man that made 4 of the biggest purses in boxing. So that's a smart team. We ain't worrying about nothing. Like I said, it's unfortunate for Dylan, and I hate it that it's like that. I hate it that it's like that for him because I would love to share the ring with him. But we ain't finna just do it on the Eddie terms, bro. We ain't finna do that. We can't do that. We're a champion.
So what are your
we
terms?
We ain't just no contender.
What is it that Deontay Wilder wants in order to face Dillian White? Is it just having Anthony Joshua's name on a contract, or is it some hometown advantage?
In order for Dylan White to face me because he want to fight me, I want Joshua. I don't have no problem fighting him. He wants. In order for Dylan White to fight me, I already told you his turn. 1, fight Luis Ortiz and beat him. You got me. Easy. Automatically. Promise you. And everybody know when I say things, I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. Or 2, we already know what it is. I'll fight you, put Joshua on the end of their contract. Get with Eddie Hearns. Get with your people and tell them. You know what the situation is. You know what the circumstances are. Like, it's easy. Get with your promoter. Since he's supposed to make things happen, make the fight happen. I'd love to. Easy. That's it. And y'all will have you a Deontay Wilder versus Dylan White.
Deontay, before you go, because we don't want to keep you much longer, I know you've been traveling and you had plenty of media obligations. We did have Team Joseph Parker on the line. We had Taylor Barry, the son of Kevin Barry, the co-trainer, the one that handles all the sparring. He actually got Malik Scott in there as well and a couple others. But he did give his version of the reasons that Joseph Parker was in Alabama and his version as to why you didn't get an opportunity to fight Joseph Parker. And he does say that without giving numbers, he does say it was monetary, that the offer obviously was more lucrative with Anthony Joshua. Any truth to that?
I have no idea. My thing is I don't even know when they went and discussed anything. You know what I mean? I know they was talking to Jay and stuff like that. I don't know. When they came down, they was just around the hotel area. He ain't. Only my coach went there. They ain't talk to Shelly. They didn't talk to Al. And then like that, they would have told me, But I understand that, everybody going to want to fight Joshua because of the money. Everybody looking at the money, and I understand that. Go get your money. I ain't mad at that. Go get your money while you can. Go support your family. But I do it for another reason because I know the money is going to be there. If we fight, that'll be his biggest person and mine. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street on it. No matter what people can say, it's the same way on the other side. You know what I mean? So, of course, they would go to him before me. A lot of people will. But like I said again, I'm not mad at that. Go do your thing. Go get your money. It's gonna take a real man to come here and face me. For the high risk, low reward. People have to fight me for the honor of it, for the pride of beating me, because everybody want to go over there and get the money. And go get your money. Go get your money. Deontay Wilder will be around for a very long time. I ain't getting old no time soon, man. I started late. I started boxing at 21. I turned pro at the end of 2008. I'm still young. Haven't took too much punishment. Speak well. Walk well. Very smart, intelligent guy. So I'm not going nowhere, baby. The fight will happen. All fights will happen. It's just going to be patient. It's going to be a little bit more patient and timing. It's going to happen because the people are going to smoke them out of there. They're going to get tired. Once people get tired of their spending their money, they're going to come aboard. And it's going to be real soon, too. So we just sit back and wait, but no matter what people say, you know, I can't worry about what people think or how they want to run my career. This is me. If anybody got suggestions or problems with the way I'm running my career, why don't they fight? Why don't they start their own career and get into this sport and have a run at it? But with my career, I run it how I want to run it, not what people think I should do. And that's just how it is. In that case, y'all know what I want. It ain't me. You know, I'm on board. I'm on board for anybody, but like I said, it's a two-way street for everything. It just can't be one way because a man feel like he got something that he got something going and he feel like he's bigger than every promoter out here. So that's why everybody's teaming up. It's so much shit going on. It's so much I can tell, but I keep shit to myself because it ain't my business. I don't care about this talk. I don't care about what's going on because a lot of people don't like Eddie, even over in the UK. Again, I got a lot of friends and family over there, you know, but they all is happy for AJ. They all support AJ. They happy for AJ. And that's why you see all the boos for Eddie and the cheers for AJ. They happy for him. And they should be happy for him. Like the dude said, 10 years. It don't make a Ricky Hatton no more. They don't make a Lainez Lewis no more there. You know what I'm saying? They don't make the guys that didn't give a fuck. They want to fight. Shit, Ricky Hatton a fight and go have a beer at the end of the night with people and joke around and stuff. Lainez Lewis, if you ever talk about fighting him or challenge him or talk about stepping in his face, he gonna deal with you. That was Lainez. He wasn't shying away from nobody talking. He wasn't behind no money and all that and stuff like that. And I just want to feel a glimpse of the back in the old days. I want to feel it because I fight for the pride and the glory. Again, like I said, the money come along with it, the fame come along with it. So that's part of it. That's automatic. And if you know how to manage your money well and stuff, you don't need a lot of money to do nothing. Because more money create problems anyway. You can make $100 million and still be broke. You can make $500 million and still be broke. So, you know, I'm doing it for the pride. I'm doing it for my legacy. I want to unify this division. I want to say and tell my children when they look me in the eye, say, Daddy, what's the undisputed heavyweight champion, undefeated, unified heavyweight champion of the world, the baddest man on the planet. And that's something that I can die with and something that they can put on my tombstone when I die. Not how much money I made in my career. Because at the end of the day, nobody really cares about that, man. If anything, somebody will get jealous of you. The more money you make, the more jealousy come about. The more people don't like you, and it's sad. Then you starting to buy people shit and buy friends and stuff like that because they're not happy for you. They with you, but they're not happy for you. And Joshua already know how England is. They support their people. They hype them up until they lose. And when they lose, people go their way. That's facts.
Hey, Deontay,
not all of them don't go.
So obviously, I want to get me a brand new studio. They're giving 16-1 on Joseph Parker to make it to the 12th round. Is Joshua gonna knock him out, or does Parker have the talent? Now, keep in mind, both men have slimmed down for this fight. They're both in the best shape. While Joseph's supposed to be lighter, 30 pounds. We had him on the show. He's supposed to be 30 pounds lighter, and while Anthony Joshua hasn't said how much lighter, he visibly looked lighter today and leaner in the media workout. How do you see that fight playing out Saturday? Because obviously, you know, whatever happens is important.
Yeah, I feel whatever's going to happen, who's going to win, because I have faith in both of them. You know what I mean? I have faith in both to do what they got to do in the ring. You know, I've seen Joshua have confidence in himself, being with his people in his country. I mean, he got the advantage of being in his country and stuff, although he has so much pressure up on him. But I don't have no doubt that he would show up and do what he got to do. The same thing with Joseph Parker. I see so much confidence in him. You know, I look at, some people look at press conferences and the weigh-ins and the stare downs. They look at it just what it is. But as a fighter, you look at it differently. You're looking for other things than what the normal person is looking for. I look for different signs, different mannerism of them. You know, and with Joseph Parker, he's focused. He's focused now. If he carries this mentality of being focused and confident inside the ring, then you're gonna see a hell of a fight. And for me, I think whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen at the later rounds. For me, that's just my opinion. I feel it's gonna be the later round. So that's why Saturday we can't wait to see what's gonna happen. May the best man win at the end of the day. I can't say who's gonna win, and I don't think I ever predict a person winning no more because I really got crushed from a fighter that I had. I was bragging about. I was putting him out there, man. This dude gonna, and I'm talking about the Lematigo and Enrique fight. I used to go to the Enrique gym and see him, and and he was hungry. He wanted it, but when he got in the ring, I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened, and that kind of like it kind of made me feel bad. It's like I was a part of his team, and like damn, he lost. I felt like let down a little bit, because we know he's an excellent fighter all the way around. But that's the thing about boxing, brother. Boxing is a monster. It's a monster. We can look good training and stuff until it's time to get in that ring. And when you get in that ring, it's a whole different scene. It's a whole different category. It's a whole different light up in there. It's different than what people see on the outside, man. Never know what a person gonna bring out on that night of that fight until it's over with. Some guys crumble up. Some guys get stupid nervous, but they can't perform. Some guys be able to rise to the occasion and be able to do what they got to do. So we'll see on that night. That's why it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see these guys get in there and fight and put their belts and their life on the line for other satisfaction. So I'll be praying for it. I'll definitely be looking and tuning into the fight. And soon you'll hear what we got going on, and we're going to go from there, baby. The show don't stop. I want people to still be excited about the heavyweight division, still support it, still talk about it as they've been doing. It's crazy around here now. Especially my wave. My wave has definitely dramatically changed. It's been crazy. But we ain't going nowhere. I will be unified, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, whether it's fighting Anthony Johnson or fighting somebody else.
Well, Deontay, I want to thank you as always for your time. You know that we truly appreciate it and value it around here. We want to also congratulate you on the newborn and obviously on the big win. That was a great win with Luis Ortiz, man. And once again, just give everybody your social media for those crazy enough not to be following. Once again, thank you for voicing your opinion on everything that's been happening, not being allowed in the ring. Eddie Hearns, Dillian White, here on the Voice of the People.
Right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for calling me, Thank you guys for the friendship. You know what I mean? I don't say that much to a lot of people, but I enjoy what y'all guys are doing. What you guys show. Y'all guys definitely put on a great show each and every time. I want y'all guys to keep it up. I like how you guys agree to disagree. And then sometimes y'all agree on a lot of things. Sometimes you gotta have the devil. Matt plays the devil's advocate. When I see Nestor, he's more the direct guy. I see, your drive and your adrenaline rush to want to see this fight, want to get me in there and shit like that, which I think that what makes a great show. That's why if any of you guys say anything that's negative to me or that I don't agree with or I don't think that's wrong, I don't get mad at it because it's good for the show. It's good to have two different people and they express themselves whether they're right or wrong. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I ain't one of them. I don't hold grudges because there's a lot of things that have been said. I'm like, man, that ain't true. This and this. But that what makes it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I can't let you go. I can't let you go. Yo, Gervonta Davis called you a Tom girl. I gotta get your opinion on that shit. When you was fighting Luis Ortiz, the biggest fight of your career.
Yeah, you're gonna take off real quick. Well, people, these little guys, I don't even play with my own kids. So, I don't play around with my own kids in that manner. And if they get out of hand, I will tap their ass. So even with little Javante, you know, I don't waste my time with little kids. You know what I mean? I let them do what they do. That, you know, that didn't get to me. He can say what he want to say. A lot of people say it worse, you know, but they know when I come around, when they see me, when my presence is known, they know what the deal is. These motherfuckers don't even look at me. They know. They look at me like like I am who I am, because I don't play around. I don't play that back and forth stuff. If you want to say something, say it in my face. Say it to me. Be a man. That's what I'm about. Yeah. That's what I'm about. When you got something, when you see me, don't look out the corner of your eye. Don't look in fright. Don't look scared. Say it to my face. Say it to me. Because when I walk in the room, motherfuckers move out the way. I can feel the fear in motherfuckers' eye, which I'm the nicest dude in the world. I'm the nicest dude in the world. But people be like, I'm the nicest. So, you know, I don't have nothing to say about it. Like I said, I don't play with kids, but I'll spank his ass if you need me to. Easy. See, I got a lot of little niggas that want to do it anyway. Nigga, I'm getting to the point. My name getting to the point where it's being so strong and heavy, and I ain't even lying. Because I done seen it. My name getting so strong out here that any motherfucker talk about me, they'll get their head busted. And I don't even condone the violence, but it's just the way I carry myself, and it's the situations and the subjects that I express myself with. I'm not no puppet. Nobody controlling my movement, nor they controlling my mouth. I'm a real person, so I speak what I feel. Not like others that want to be. That's a whole nother subject. I ain't gonna say that's a whole nother subject. Just know I'm my own man, and that's all I gotta say about that. If you really got something to say, I'll just come and say it in my face, baby.
Nah. Nobody wants to see you catch a. We don't want to see you catch a body, champ. We don't want that.
Oh, man, you know, I made my money in the ring. I ain't got time for that other stuff. All I see is, you know, when people doing that, they're letting you know you're doing something right. Your name getting bigger and fucking bigger, and somebody's continue to hate. They gonna hate. Everybody gonna hate. So, you know, they're letting you know your name getting out there. I see, you know, one of my homegirls showed me a text of where his daughter, I don't know what's her name is, Yana.
I don't know. Why? What
What's
about
his
her?
daughter's name?
I don't know his daughter's name.
Yeah, one of my homegirls showed me. One of my homegirls showed me she screenshotted the thing and see where his daughter was hating as well too. All right, you know, I let you know your name getting out there and people paying attention. That's all. That's why I take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm the coolest dude around, man. I ain't that type of person that people think it, but just because I got a natural intimidating face and I mean what I say. If I say I'm gonna do something, what a God. If I say I'm gonna do something, it's gonna happen. Trust me. So I keep my peace because I know what type of person that I am. What pushes my buttons, what I do outside of the ring. I know, and I don't want to be that person. So I keep my cool. You know, I let people do what they do, let them live their life. I live my life. I go in peace. My team, we come in peace until our peace is broken. When it's broken, then all hell breaks loose. But I don't condone violence, man. I don't even want to see a fight outside of the ring. That's why I don't hang around. But I love you guys, man. Everybody, y'all can follow me. Social media, Instagram, Bronze Bomber, Facebook, Deontay Wilder, Twitter, The Bronze Bomber. And sorry again to my fans that I won't be in Cardiff. To the ones I promised to get a pictures to and stuff like that, don't worry. I got a tour. I'm coming to the UK. We're going to do our own thing over there as well, too. So y'all get an opportunity to see me then. But again, I'm sorry. And I hope y'all guys enjoy the fight. And may God bless. I'm out, baby. Peace.
Deontay, thank you as always, brother. It was a pleasure. FYI, when the fight is signed and delivered, me and Matt will be, we're going to pay our own way and all that good stuff, whether we go in your, suitcase, but we're definitely recording every fucking moment of that fight from the minute the paperwork gets signed and the ink dries. Listen, there you have it. Deontay Wilder, the WBC champion of the world. The last piece of the puzzle comes Saturday night. All attention will be turned towards him to find out when will that last unification in a division that hasn't seen an undisputed champion since Mike Tyson or Lennox Lewis. I don't know. I mean, it depends who you talk to. But guys, there you have it. Listen, really quick, we got a lot of super chat love, so we're going to give some super chat announcements. Also, anyone trying to call in on Skype, guess what? You have to send a friend request And that's the only way we can add you to the call. Remember, future, present, past, doesn't matter. Hit that thumbs up button. And don't forget, you can find countless hours of exclusive, never before seen footage, Border Wars footage. You could see overtime episodes, standing 8 counts, interviews with promoters, fighters, and trainers that have never been out, only on Patreon, because your patronage continues to have us doing what we do around here. We're going to go on out to these callers, guys, unless you have anything, because that was a lot. Do you have anything you want to add of what Wilder said? Anything you want to, I guess, touch on? If not, we'll go to the listeners.
Yes, Enrique and Doomy. I know you guys are listening right now. I got the shout out from the champ. You guys didn't. Step up your game. But I'll be honest. Wilder's individual points about Eddie Hearn putting Dylan White as a barrier, all his individual points were absolutely correct. I just don't agree with the final, decision on the matter. I think the net positive going still would have been better, but again, he's always seemed like a guy of principle, so I'm not surprised. This is not a out of character decision for him.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up, he was like at a political march the other day. I didn't touch on it. Obviously, I don't follow politics.
I saw very little of that in terms of like coverage, so I don't have much to say on it other than I saw that he was talking about the March for Our Lives movement, so just salute to him for always being socially conscious.
Robbie Hearn making your professional debut here on the panel, and you get a bonus. You get the WBC champ. I mean, where's AJ?
He was he's still signing all the fans' autographs.
Voice is what he's doing. I mean, we had Team Parker and Team Wilder on the show. Last time we had Team Fury, Team Wilder, Team Finkel, Team Eddie Hearn, and still no AJ. What the f is going on?
He's still signing autographs, taking selfies at the media workout. But it was interesting to hear Deontay's his own little plan of what he wants. I'll happily fight Dillian as long as AJ's in the contract, or take on Luis Ortiz and then I'll fight you. That's sort of hitting the ball back into Eddie Hearn's court. So, see what comes from that.
Nothing has drastically changed.
He's been saying that stuff for a while now.
Other than Wilder is not going to be at this fight that he is not fighting in. Nothing is changing from what the demands are.
Listen, Matt, which, to you and I, off, I guess, initial thought, we're looking at it, it's like, oh, he's shooting himself in the foot. This is bad. But this is also a line in the sand.
No, it is hardball. It is hey, you've been fucking around with me. I'm going to fuck around with you a little bit. It is that. And I understand that motive behind it. Again, I think the net positive of going would have been better, but it is what it is. It's a difference of opinion. Like Deontay Wilder said, we can agree to disagree on stuff. It's fine. I'm here to do that. That's my job, is to disagree with what the show's narrative is and what maybe some of these fighters' narratives are.
No, don't be soup because Deontay knows that you disagree.
He knows my name, fam.
For professional reasons.
I don't know if he knows your name.
Listen, really quick, we got a lot of super chat love, and let me just remind everyone that ever donates, it does not matter. That money is always used to further the growth of the overall platform, whether that be Camp Lives, giving gas money to some of these correspondents to be out in the field, in other camps, at press conferences, whatever the case may be.
Very quickly, and we also have over like 1,000 people watching right now. We had almost 2,000 watching during the interview with Wilder. Hit that motherfucking like button, please.
Thumbs up. Show the champ. See, this is what I keep telling you guys. Imagine those 2,000 would have hit thumbs up. Anthony Joshua would have seen it. It would have been impossible for the video not to fall on his feed. You have to hit the thumbs up button. We got to smoke him out and force Joshua on a hot seat like everyone else. It's unfair. But anyway, shout out love. Anthony Wade, shout out to you, man. You always supporting us daily. Briggs never got the hay fight. So, I read that my own way, but it doesn't matter. I got the point across, Matt. What he's saying is, look, people want Deontay to go over there and act Clubber Lane, act Shannon Briggs, but that didn't make Shannon Briggs get any of the fights. He almost got an Oquendo fight for the entire Let's Go championship, but it didn't get him anything else fight.
But that was Shannon Briggs post his prime without a belt. Wilder's in his prime, undefeated with a belt. It's different when you go the Shannon Briggs route. And again, I think the Shannon Briggs route is way overstated. He does not need to go that far to make a point and to make a scene and to make himself the story of the night.
Speaking of, he felt the same way I felt. Like, you go over there and you're acting like the mad, angry black man. He said, I'm not going over there to act like a clown. Fucking Wilder is the shit. All right. Another message from Anthony Wade. We got another super chat from Wade. He says, confirmations don't matter over there. And he means, the confirmations from the Sky Sports or Eddie Hearn or anyone telling them, yeah, you're going to be able to do this or that. He says it doesn't matter over there. We got NBT Boxing. Wilder shouldn't waste his time going to the UK. Parker is going to beat AJ, and there's a rematch clause. We got another one coming in from San Francisco from our good friend Larry, and also a Patreon. Thank you for your patronage, my friend. He says, Ness, talk him out of it. Tell him he's right, but he's making the wrong, all caps, Matt, wrong decision. This is bigger than being right.
Agreed.
NBT Boxing back on the hot seat. Listen, Ziggy Zig on Skype. You gotta accept the friend request or send one if you want to be part of this show, my friend. Oh, there you go. He sent it. Now you're good. All right, so here we go. We got another one from NBT Boxing saying less than 3 days left till you all realize what a waste of conversation this is. Hashtag Team Parker. Hashtag strap season. Hashtag King of Pies, Matt.
Yo, there's actual Parker fans out there. Salute. Just glad you guys are out there and talking now,
For sure. Yo, we got way more. I have no clue how to pronounce this, but I'm going to say, looking like he's Chris Eubanks' little brother, Lopez, more press by not fighting. Fuck Beetlejuice White. You know what? I seen this actually when Wilder was on, and I agree with you 100%, C. Lopez. Yo, by him not going, Matt, I'm not going to say it's the same, but it does double because like Rob said on the earlier show, bad press is still good press. Everyone's still reporting that he's not coming. Once the word gets out about this show, they'll be confirming that he's not coming because, we did that. You know what I'm saying?
Whole squad full of fucking killers. I'm a killer too.
Fuck, man, that shit get me hyped. That's like that old school Mob Deep shit. Get you in the club, you start pushing motherfuckers. I'm just saying. So anyway, yeah, man. Do you guys feel like the bad publicity is still good publicity because everyone's writing, oh, he's not coming, and the reasons why he's not coming backfires on AJ? Eddie saying, oh, he's not coming because these guys blocked him out. He even went as far as saying there was an order of protection.
I think you say bad publicity, but I just fear there may be a backlash. There's the talk that AJ's ducking Wilder. Now there'll be something spun that Deontay's ducking the UK. I don't know.
It allows a narrative switch that can take place, and Eddie Hearn is trying to do that. Whether it's successful or not has yet to be seen, but it allows there to be that gray area of, oh, whoa, I thought you were going to step on his throat. If you're going to step on his throat, you should go there no matter what.
Yeah, but there was a goalpost change. He said it in our interview.
I understand. But again, for the casual fan, for them that do not know every particular instance or don't really care to know, they're going to see the grand parts of the story. And it seems like it's just a let up when you shouldn't be letting up on pressing down on someone's throat for a fight.
Understandable. Just for informational purposes, I do want to reiterate that during the interview, he did mention that the original contract, which he was paid for, was to commentate, and it had a clause from Team Wilder that he would come with the restriction that he would be allowed into the ring. They confirmed that, saying that it was okay. Then Eddie and Joshua changed the goalposts.
Of course.
So the narrative that he's ducking, yes, it can be out there.
Not ducking. I think ducking's a wrong word. Of course, the age.
No, ducking the UK, ducking going to the UK.
Yes.
So, while that narrative can be out there, I think that, you also have to have the narrative that the A side decided no longer, this man could be in the ring. We're going to go back out to some more super chat love. We got Anthony Allen Bomb Squad. I mean, you know, I forgot that we actually have that like right here.
Bomb Squad!
But shout out to Anthony Allen for super chat love. NBT Boxing, he's back. Oh my God, NBT. You know we're going to be here live doing a fight chat for this fight. You better be here watching it with us. He says Joseph Parker is the most feared heavyweight in the division. And I'm emphasizing all these words because that's how he spelled them. Hashtag Team Parker. Hashtag King of Pie Squad. All right. We got another one from Uncle Burnt. What?
Great name so far. I'm loving all these. Very creative people, obviously, in the YouTube channel.
Listen, if you guys are calling me on Skype, you gotta send the friend request. Everybody, these phone lines are jacked, but we got to get to all these super chat loves because guess what? Without these super chats, lights can't stay on. Uncle says, come on, Deontay. You're a strong cat. Go over there and own your standing and take advantage of this moment for yourself. Change your mind, man. Go. From the
I think
those were Euros.
I think it's going to be interesting to hear what the callers got to say. Whether most of them are going to say, "Oh, he should be going, he should be going, he should be going," or you know, "Oh yeah, Deontay's right, he shouldn't go." So you know, we'll see what the callers have to
we'll
say.
get to it. Listen, if you're a first-time caller and you hear your area code, make sure you say first-time caller so you get that first-time caller intro. Skype callers, call us up on Nestor Gibbs, NESTORGIBBS. Must add to be part of the conversation. We got way more Skype love. Anthony Allen coming back with the repeat, saying my favorite fighter since Rigo went down. Let's go. So, damn, he had Rigo as one his favorite. Now, Deontay has to carry those reins. We got Kareem coming in. He says, what's up, champ? This fight, AJ versus Joshua. I guess he meant to say Wilder. Yeah, because he put AJ versus Joshua has to happen next. Hashtag bomb squad. But I guess he says this fight, AJ versus Parker, has to happen. I don't know. Or AJ versus Wilder shit is what it be happening. We're going back out to Uncle Burnt, who says cutting nose off to spite face on pride. If allowing Hearn to determine your behavior inversely on this, do what you want despite that, man. People really want him in the UK. Anthony Allen back. Let's go, champ. My favorite fighter is Deontay Wilder. Let's see DW versus AJ, but he put AG. Yo, all-time great. You called him an all-time great. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. He called him all-time great. We got another one from NBT Boxing. White with AJ in the contract is more than responsible. Don't see the issue. AJ versus Big Baby. Wilder versus what?
Reasonable, not responsible, I
But
believe.
he didn't put that.
Oh.
So, you know, I know I'm dyslexic at times, but not today. Or not this sentence, okay? Because I might fuck up the next one. AJ versus Big Baby. Wilder versus White. Winner. Two. What?
You already did dyslexic moment. Literally in the next sentence.
No, I said it right. AJ versus Big Baby, Wilder versus White, winner versus winner. Too bad Parker gonna wreck all them plans though. But if AJ pulls the upset, we got another one from Ohio Runs Boxing. Showing my love, bro. Great show, Ness. I'm going to add the team because, you know, I can't do it alone. Robert Stewart, geez, on a super chat. AJ and Hearn, scared to death for Wilder. Anthony Allen back with the quadruple. He's fucking 1992 Chicago Bulls over here, baby. I'm going for broke. Wilder at number 1. Coming in with one of our former patrons, still a supporter, all around strong in the DC area. Shout out to the heavyweight champ, Wilder. Hashtag all around strong. Hashtag TBV podcast. A lot of Skype callers. Don't forget, you must send a friend request. Once you got that friend request accepted, you can add us on Skype. We're giving everybody 30 seconds, 35 seconds, Matt. We're going to be generous.
45?
45. Matt loves you guys today. I don't know. I mean, we've been here. Let's see.
Hey, hold on, Ness. I'm in a good mood. Deontay knows my name. We're good.
2 hours, so you know, I'm just making sure.
If you guys are good,
it's okay.
You
guys are good, I'm good. You guys are good, I'm good. Everybody thinks this is water. This is fucking vodka. Nah, I'm bullshitting. That's all entertainment.
Oh, that's Enrique over there. Whoa.
That's entertainment purpose. You know, if that was vodka, I'd be slurring, bro. I don't drink liquor at all. But anyway, Matt says 45 seconds. We got boomerangs. We got ringers. We got masterminds. If you're one, you're cutting the line. And if you don't know why, head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Check out why guys like Jay, Hardcore Boxing from DC, is a boomerang. He's able to go first than all of you guys. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Beautiful show and an exclusive. Come on, man. You can only get that at the Boxing Voice. Be a Patreon so you can get up on the line first. Hey, man, I feel though that Wilder did the best thing. I feel though that it's a mental battle as well as a physical battle. And if he would just, you know, did what they wanted him to do, they would have won the mental battle. So I felt though the champ did what he had to. He had to stand up and do what he felt was best, man. And no matter what, the fight's going to sell. We all know that because we all degenerates. We want to see the shit happen no matter what. Keep doing what y'all doing. People, please push the thumb up and get with the Patreon so we can keep this show keep on going. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Take it easy.
Jay, man, thank you for understanding that this is a fan-driven show. We're here day after day because you guys allow it by becoming a Patreon or supporting us with some super chat love, like our good friend Kaz, who says Wilder is a man of character. Huh?
Is it Kaz or Cass?
Either or. And he's missing a few letters here, so I'm going to do my best. Wilder is a man of character and principle. Self-respect is worth more than money. Wilder will not let them play him like a puppet and dictate to him. Everyone knows who is really ducking this fight, and it ain't Wilder. Shout out Kaz or Cass.
And if you don't want to, you know, monetarily support the show, we understand. You can always thumbs up, or an iTunes review is always appreciated, and reread every iTunes review, whether it's a 1-star or a 5-star.
Yeah, but we don't want 1-stars, but we do read them.
But we do
read them because we try to be unbiased, even though they call us the biased voice.
Matt just like that 1-star review because he got a shout out in that one as well.
I know. Anytime someone strokes Matt's ego, he's okay with it.
Of course, you can say whatever you want as long as you make me happy. Come on.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Thinking of doing some shopping? Need to buy that last-minute gift? Take advantage of Amazon's already extremely competitive pricing and very fast Prime delivery that doubles as Amazon's own Netflix service. Bookmark our hyperlink at ThaBoxingVoice.com/Amazon. It costs nothing, but whenever you use it, we receive a small kickback that is used to produce new content.
See? That's a way to support the show without doing anything at all. You're doing your normal Amazon shopping. Just head on over to the URL that we just said there, or just stop at ThaBoxingVoice.com/affiliate sponsors to check out all URLs and hyperlinks that you can help support the show without it costing you absolutely nothing. We're going to keep the phone lines moving. We're actually going to do like on live radio, Matt. We're going to give you unedited at least five calls without interruption, unless the caller is that good that he sparked conversation, because we do have a lot.
Also, if you're a first-time caller, because the amount of callers, just please give your name and where you're calling from and just get right into your call.
That's right. That's right. All right. So I'm going to spice things up by going to the captain of the AJ Protectors just to get all the Wilder guys that are on the show.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
You know, there's a lot of Wilder guys on the show right now because he called in and everything. So, you know, I got to get some of these AJ guys on here. And my man, I don't even know how to pronounce your name, Ademola. You might be like from Nigeria or Africa with that name. So, look, you got to add us before you can be part of the call. We're going out to Alexander Bully. You got 45 to tell some lies.
Yo, come on, man. I'm about to tell you the straight truth out here, and you know it, man. Listen, this guy Wilder, like, that belt was the worst thing to ever happen to him. And I'll tell you exactly why. Because He reminds me of one of them girls that have on Instagram that got like the 1 million likes. And they feel, even though their life ain't shit, in the real world, their life ain't shit. They broke, they ain't getting nothing, their life ain't shit. But that 1 million likes means they want to live that millionaire lifestyle without doing no work. All this guy wants is one fight. You could clearly see he was ducking the Dillian White fight. Yeah, they put the roadblock in front of you, but you got to tear that down. And at the end of the day, when he's saying he don't care about money, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Your kids can't eat off your legacy. This is prize fighting. That's what you're in there for. And you're talking about, I don't care about money, and it's all about pride and legacy. What the fuck does Adam Monarchy do for you then? Like, this guy deluded, man. And I know you lot weren't pressing him on nothing because that's your man's, but he a clown. He should have gone there just to get his name up to the UK fans. Go to the press conference after. Do something if you're not allowed in the ring. Do something.
Cut it. 45. Stay alive. I mean, yo, how could we have pressed him anymore? But again, unfiltered, unedited, no stopping. Ed Brown, go. Skype. Anyone on Skype, if I didn't say your name, please mute yourself, like you, my friend with the Z. Ziggy Zay. We're going to go to Ziggy Zay. He's definitely new. Yep. And let's get him out the way, guys. Ed, mute yourself. I'll come back to you. This guy doesn't know the ropes. We get him in and out, and we'll be back to you. Ziggy, Zay, or tell us how you pronounce your name today.
Ziggy Marley.
Z-E-E.
All right. Where you calling in from, my friend?
UK.
All right, brother. Well, talk to us.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Ziggy Zay. Rafi, turn your mic down. Jesus, these Skypers.
They're the worst.
Rafi, mute yourself over there. Go for it, Zig.
I just downloaded this guy, but I'm not sure how to use it. No, it's also an interview. I'm just listening to it. A couple of things I'm a bit disappointed with. You guys didn't tell Wilder that AJ actually said yesterday he could come into the ring if he gives him permission. And also he was like, he'll fight White if AJ's on the contract. But Eddie Hearn yesterday said that he's fine with that offer. He'd put AJ on the contract if Wilder fights White. So that was just a couple of things you guys could have brought up and would have been a bit interesting to listen to his reaction to that. Like, but you know, keep it up, man. I'm a long time listener, so
thank you, Zig. Let's get out to who do we got here? Is that Paul? I mean, no, Ed Brown. Go for it.
Man, these UK fans are so brainwashed by propaganda. He ain't falling for your trick. He's not running out there to make y'all look a fool. Yeah, AJ said that stuff today after he complained and cried, and then when he found out why I wasn't coming, he said, yeah, sure, he can come in the ring. He should have never said what he said. We're not using that. Wilder was promised something. He's a man of his word, and he don't fool with no liars. That's my call.
Ed, thanks for calling in. We're going out to 773-370. Matt, might be Chicago, right? 773. Could it be Chicago? I'm not sure. But if you're a first-time caller, say a first-time caller, get into your call. You got 45 seconds. Go.
Name where you are.
This is the first-time caller.
Name and where you calling from, my friend.
My name is Rob. I'm calling from Chicago, Illinois.
Rob in Chicago, Illinois. Talk to us.
Yeah. Man, yo, I was going to shout out to the Boxing Voice first and foremost. Y'all doing a fantastic job. They actually doing the good work. This is one of the best shows ever. I really agree with Wilder. I agree with everything. You know, his actions are not going out there. You know, he knows it's all set up. And I understand him setting it up and not allowing somebody trying to use him as a puppet and dictate what he should do. But it seems like they getting kind of desperate out there to me. You know, like they really need Wilder to come out there now because the UK fans have noticed that he's not coming. And it just seems like now all of a sudden it's urgency to get him back there since AJ is backpedaling on the words he said. Like he said he said he could come into the ring all of a sudden now.
Cut it.
Rob, man, you know, I almost feel bad doing that to you, but brother, everybody's getting 45 seconds. It is a spontaneous show, and these phone lines are more litty than Tory Lanez and my boy Mick Millie. Let me go out to... We're going to bounce around so that everybody gets some even Steven here. So we're going to go one landline, one Skyper. We got... Who's this? Ralphie? Go for it.
Yes. Well, Wilder's given us some options. He said, you'll fight Dillian with AJ in the contract, or you'll fight Dillian if he fights Ortiz first, or you'll play the waiting game and go 50-0. So it looks like if they don't bend and he don't bend, he's going to go for the 50-0. So it might be 2020 after all. That's my call.
Paul, Rafi, thank you for calling in. We're going to Troy in Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us, Troy.
Okay, you know what? I see clearly what Eddie's doing. There's nothing new. This is just a game of boxing. Basically, he's just trying to build it up to get the most money out of this Joshua Wilder fight because it is going to happen. No one ever said it's not going to happen. He knows, that White, okay, you get White and Wilder in the ring. It's a win-win situation actually for the fans and for him also. Okay, because if White goes over to if Wilder goes over to the UK and knocks out White, that just makes the fight even larger. And of course, it'll be Wilder Joshua next, right? And if Wilder comes over to the UK and then White beats him,
Troy in Baltimore, 45 seconds. You guys better get your thoughts together before I go to the next caller, giving him an opportunity to get those thoughts together. You never know who I'm going to pick, so make sure you know what you're going to say. You got 45 seconds spontaneous show. We had Deontay Wilder on here. We had Taylor Barry, co-trainer of Joseph Parker. We got some breakdowns. We got some rumors answered. What we did not get, Rob or Matt, play the sad song because I'm fucking sad. I said 70K today. We need 70,000 subscribers today. And right now, there are over 2,000 people watching, 1,000 people were watching, 1,500 people were watching. Guess what? We only need a measly 150 of you to just subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Right now, by subscribing to the YouTube channel, you can feed a starving Matthew, Hipster the Hunter, that lives in the small country of California, starvingage territory. Nah, just trying to sound like one of those infomercials. But on the real, though, no, seriously, subscribe. We're trying to hit 70K today, but guess what's the real banger? We said 100K before May. So that means April, we need 15K. And right before May, Cinco de Mayo, I guess, or whatever the sexy fight is happening in May, we need another fucking 15 so we can get to 100K before May. 100K before May. 100K before May. Speak it. Believe it. What is it? Existed? I don't know. How is it? Speak it. What was Wilder saying?
I don't know.
You never fucking know, dude. We got 69,849 subscribers. I'm refreshing the page, Rob. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just don't forget the big fight in May is Bellew Hay rematch, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, Bellew Hay rematch. And don't forget, we just went from 49 to 55. So 6 people did their duty.
The power of the Tony Bellew rematch.
We just need another 150 to get us to 70K today because we had Deontay on the show live. All right, so we were on the landline, so it's time to go to. Did we go to Owen? Owen, did we go to you?
Yo, Ness, what's good?
Did we go to you, Owen?
No, I'm here, man.
Go for it.
Yo, Ness, Matt, save your mans. Like right about now, pride is about to come before a fall, a very big fall. And what he needs to remember is Floyd played the B side at one time to Oscar, and that's it. That's my call. I'm out.
Owen, that's what I'm going to disagree with you. Obviously, we will all sit here and agree that it's a mistake not going. It's not a fall or the pride before the fall, like you said. It's not this big drastic failure on Wilder's side not to go. He'll go to the next AJ fight. He'll eventually get in the ring with him. Like that will happen eventually. If it's not going to happen in this fight, it'll happen in another fight. To think that this is the end all be all of this buildup, I think is a little bit hyperbolic and ignorant.
70K before the end of the day. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help the Boxing Voice Radio get to 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're going to what looks like California, 818-800. First time caller. Who's this? Where are you calling in from? You got 45 seconds. Go.
This is Aaron Cantu, West Coast correspondent for the Boxing Voice. What's up? And let me say, Canelo clenbuterol scandal. I think one thing that needs to be noted is that Deontay Wilder actually paid for VADA to come and make sure the fight was clean with, I want to say, 3 fighters now in his career, and nobody ever talks about him and his efforts trying to clean up the sport when, you know, you don't see anybody doing that, man. This Canelo fight looks like it's going to go through. That's my call. Peace out.
All right, Aaron, thanks for calling in. New number, 52 faked us. Back to the Skype machine. Looks like we got DePaz. Talk to me.
Hello.
DePaz. Can't talk. You at work. Give me some messages in the Skype chat here. Let me know you're not ready. We're gonna go to Idris and Muhammad. Did we go? Idris, did we go to you?
No.
No, you ain't gone to me, man. All I want to say is that this is a major fuck up from Deontay Wilder, man. Like, the guy seems mentally unstable. He's mentally weak. He craves the lifestyle that Anthony Joshua has right now. He craves the respect. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a huge shift in his management chain. When he wakes up and sees that he's been advised wrong by all 3 managers and promoter and advisor, there's going to be a huge change in the next few weeks. You'll see it.
Yo, we have to change that. David Beanie and Alexander Bully are no longer the captain of the AJ Protectors. It is Idris, because he always comes in with like the tinfoil hat shit. You know, like what is he? What did he just say right there that had any validity or evidence to it at all? Nothing.
No, I mean, look, he's doing his part, man. He's voicing his opinion. This is what this is. Hashtag TBV podcast. Wherever hashtags are used, don't forget this is the voice of the people, and you can voice your opinion as well. All you got to do is call in 1-425-569-5241. International callers, people that don't want to waste the dime, people that just want to download from either their Android market or the Apple iTunes app store.
Yes.
Yeah, download the Skype app. It's free. You could just put in the username and then look for the username, Nestor Gibbs. Add that. Be part of the conversation. We're going to Rod in North Carolina. Talk to us. Deontay Wilder was live. He let them know how he felt. 45 seconds.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hey, I'm so proud of our American heavyweight champion. If anybody asks me who Deontay Wilder is, I'm going to refer them to this podcast. You guys did an excellent job. In my call yesterday, I felt that he shouldn't go. I feel like he just turned the tables on Eddie Hearns. You know, you got to respect the WBC champion. One fighter, Wilder, cares about his legacy. He has supreme confidence. The other worries about his earning power. Joshua, you got a couple more checks to get, and then you're done. The optics don't look good for Joshua and Hearns. Hey, you guys stay with Deontay Wilder, because soon you're going to be doing a camp life with the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Good job, Ness and Matt. I'm out.
Thank you, Rod. And keep in mind, everyone's just been super chatting and stuff like that. What he mentioned, Camp Life, you could check those out. We got a 3-part documentary on Deontay Wilder, one face, one name, one champion. We have a one-off with Joseph Parker, Camp Life as well, just came out. It's called Anthony Joshua, I'm Ready for War. It's out. It's doing well. We're trying to improve our production quality around here, and obviously our interviews live on the show. We're just working from all angles. We want to thank everyone that continues to support, everyone that hits that thumbs up button, everyone that, you know, drops us a 5-star review, shares it on Facebook, Twitter, wherever, where you're talking about it on Instagram. You know, definitely keeping us in conversation helps us grow, and hopefully we'll smoke out AJ and he'll come visit us on the show as well. Matt, talk to me.
And we also forgot, when we do hit that 70K today, that Keith Thurman 3-hour interview does drop.
That's not out yet. Someone asked me on IG.
Yeah,
Somebody asked me on IG, and I said, nah, Matt Ben put that out.
No.
Oh, smokes. All right. Well, there you go. $70K before the end of the day. And Matt releases a 3-hour Patreon only interview with Keith One-Time Thurman. Well, believe me, he's talking about everything under the sun. You know, Ness took him deep. I mean, we even talked about Nepalese and women and bars and fucking nightclubs and ponytails, fucking flutes and marijuana and champions and undisputed and Wilder and Thurman and fucking Earl Spence, all that great shit. So if you don't want to wait in case, 150 people don't subscribe because they're lazy, because 150 people there's 1,000 and some change watching. All we need is 150 of you to hit that subscribe button and send us into the 70,000 realm. All right, let's get on out to Lloyd on Skype. Talk to me.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? Thanks for having me on. I just want to point out.
Where are you calling in from, Lloyd? You know we need that.
So
we want to remain international.
I'm calling from Norwich in England. I just want to call out that the bias towards Wilder. I mean, we all love American heavyweights. I mean, from Ali all the way to Tyson. But Wilder is definitely one of the worst American heavyweight champions we've had. And I'm just surprised, by the amount of bias somehow to say he's the best, he's that. I mean, the reason why this guy doesn't have any following is because he's actually not that good. It doesn't represent American heavyweight champions.
But he does have a following.
Well, he's not as big as other ones.
Well, yeah, he's not as big as Joshua Canelo, but he's bigger than anyone on Showtime.
But there's a reason why he doesn't, go to Las Vegas and it does 20,000 people. They pay-per-view numbers like other heavyweight champions have done in the past, American heavyweight champions. He's got a really small following for what he should be.
Again, you're comparing him to Tyson Ali.
Cut it.
Ken, excuse me, Lloyd, 45 seconds each caller. Unfortunately, that I've never seen you before. You might be a first-time caller. I want to thank you for a great call. You definitely pushed Matt's buttons. So subscribe. That means you haven't subscribed. We need you to call back so that you and Matt could go at it when you're allowed longer than 45 seconds. That being said, it's time to go to the 808.
Let me get my points in. That's
talking about the Kanye track, Matt.
Anyways, to say that Deontay doesn't have a following is just ignorant of.
Did Robbie fall asleep?
It's late over there. It's like 5 a.m. or something. It's okay.
I'm here. It's all good.
I'll say this. Wilder has a following because he is the highest rated fighter on Showtime, which includes guys like Danny Garcia, Adrian Broner, guys who we think of as doing numbers and selling out arenas. Yes, he doesn't sell at 20,000 seat arenas in Vegas and do pay-per-view. Name the people that do that. It's less than a handful. It's less than 2 people that can do that in the U.S. right now. So I think to say that is pretty ridiculous.
Canelo don't even sell 20 in the fucking.
And again, to say that, he's the worst champion we've ever had. Okay, that's a moot point because he is the second best heavyweight in the world right now. That cannot be understated. Because remember, he didn't say that. He said he's the worst U.S. heavyweight we've ever had, comparing to guys like Ali and Tyson. Guess what, homie? Your boy AJ ain't as good as those guys either. He ain't as big as those guys either. He ain't a world star level superstar like those guys. So get over it. Get past the history. Get with what is current. And currently, they're the 2 best guys in the division. That means they should be fighting.
Yes!
That is right. But super chat love coming from Cali Buzz. Sound like I might want to sit down and smoke something with you. Deontay speaks for himself. That's man shit. You got to respect it. Great show.
Oh, very quickly. When you think of worst U.S. heavyweight champions ever, let's not forget Charles Martin.
Ooh, taking shots. We're going to the 808. 808, not a Kanye West album either. 808-260.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Earl. First time caller. Thank you guys for a great show. Can't wait to contribute. I think this here fight between Deontay and AJ will happen 3 or 4 times. It doesn't need any more build-up. We need to have the fight now. There needs to be no other fighters after this current fight. Let's make it happen. And again, a wonderful show, guys.
Earl, where are you calling in from?
Hawaii.
Oh, Great. I was just out there this year, and thankfully, you are not my only listener, but it made it for a splendid trip having a listener in Hawaii that could facilitate me for the wonderful delicatessens that Hawaii has to offer. Moving on. That's right. Moving on with the this show. I love this show. Thank you, Jesus. We're going to. That says Kyle. See, I'm so dyslexic, man. I was reading this and I'm like, oh, that says Kiki. I was about to get another what's this kid name with all the colors? We keep playing all the songs, sound bites now.
6ix9ine, whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna get another soundbite from him because I thought it said Kiki, but it don't. It says Kyle Money. You got 45, Kyle. Go.
Yo. First off, I just want to say what's up to the Boxing Voice. I appreciate y'all getting the champ on the line to speak his piece. No other champ like Deontay Wilder who gonna get on there and really talking how it is. Man, Matt, you threw me off, man. Matt keeps saying the number 2 heavyweight. I don't know what's going on. He's calling out everybody. He's not number 2, he's number 1. That's my call, man. I just stop with the number 2, man. This is number 1. This is the heavyweight champion straight from Alabama. Oh, this Kyle Money calling from Detroit, Michigan. I just want to say that. What up to everybody, all the callers. Shout out to all the callers that always call and entertain on the show. Georgie, Fight Doctor. I can't think of everybody right now, but yeah, shout out to the show. Shout out to Ness, Enrique, Matt, everybody. Keep doing y'all thing, man. I'm out. Kyle Money, Detroit. Holla at me. Peace.
Kyle, the reason why Deontay is not the number 1 heavyweight in the world for calling out people is because you don't win fights by calling them out. You win fights by fighting the people and then beating them. AJ has Klitschko on his resume. That beats anything Wilder has. It just does.
I mean, there is the argument that the Luis Ortiz win is a better win, but we're going out to the 210-772. 210-772. First time caller. Say your first time caller. Let us and the world know where you're calling from and go into the call.
Where are you going?
What?
Never mind.
21. Yeah, it's a 210-772.
My bad. I misheard you.
Yeah. 210. It's Chad in Texas. First time caller in Texas.
What's going on, Chad? Talk to us, brother.
Yo, they need to fight in Africa, man. They need to take it on another level. Let's take it to the world. Wilder can get AJ in Africa, changes the whole scope of everything. And start to run everything. Take it back to the people, man. Africa. What needs to happen.
Hey, man, that'll give me a reason to travel. I could die happy, Matt. I mean, you know what? I'll be an old man and say I cannot believe where boxing has taken my life. You know what I'm saying? When that documentary comes out on us, when we do our own camp life on TBV, it'd be like, wow, boxing took us to Africa. It's time for everybody really. Actually, no, we just went to the phone lines, right? So we got to go back to the Skype machine. We got Leon. Talk to me.
Hey. How we doing, bro?
Leon, how are you, brother? Where you calling in from?
Yeah. What I wanted to say is that
hold on a minute. Leon, one moment. I need my good friend Robert Ortiz to mute himself. You should know better. Please, my friend. Robert, hot Mike Ortiz. Thank you. Leon, come back to us.
Yes, brother. From the interview, all I got is from Deontay Wilder that he was dodging Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's been offered to fight him for over a year. Been calling him out for over a year. If we go and buy Deontay Wilder's words, where he's saying that he's calling out everyone, rah, 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 you should fight whoever you call out, rah. But Dillian Whyte's been calling him out for over a year. He even called him a pussy. And the man's still not fighting. The biggest ever payday could ever have. Biggest payday.
Yo, Leon, you just earned yourself some extra time. Let me ask you something, Leon. Is Dillian Whyte a champion?
No, I'm not saying he's a champion.
Is he a champion? Is he a champion?
Silver belt.
So he's not a champion, no.
Okay.
He's not a champion.
So Deontay Wilder is calling other champions out to unify. He's not a title former. He's not a former title challenger issuing B-side challenges for an opportunity at a title shot. He is a champion asking to unify, do what you and I as fans should want.
Okay, what you're saying is that he's very much a B-rated fighter asking for the fight with Wilder. Yeah, I hear you. But in my terms, Deontay Wilder's a B-rated fighter, wouldn't have fight at A-sided AJ. For me, that's the way I look at it, because what does Wilder have to offer financially to the
But
fight?
but you see, you need to take that same statement and turn it around, right? Because if Wilder needs to offer something to get a AJ fight, well, then Dillian White needs to offer something as well. And remember, when people speak, excuse me, hold on.
He's offering a career day payday.
Hold on. When people speak of Wilder and resume, and that being the reason why he can't get a Joshua fight, it's like he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done. So you're telling me Lucas Brown earns Dillian White a shot at Wilder? That's the world you live in?
Look trashy. I'll admit, Lucas Brown look trashy. But look.
But what is Dillian? No. I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me right now. Listen to me. Listen to me, brother. I want you to tell me right now. Everyone keeps saying it's Dillian White shit. So now, I mean, yesterday or the day before, Matt had such a difficult time answering this. So you do us a favor. You tell us, what is Dillian White's biggest win?
Chisora.
Leon.
Are you asking me?
Of course I'm asking you.
Probably Chisora.
All right. End it there, because you know you got way more than 45 seconds. Derek Chisora. Okay. So now, Robbie, you are from the UK. And this is why I so badly wanted a third voice, especially from another country, because my question to you is, Chisora not looked at in the same light? I'll be realistic, honest, and unbiased. Is he not slightly above or looked at above a Bermain Stavern? Slightly above, if not the same fucking washed up level.
Yeah, I'd say it may be slightly above or the same.
All right,
I mean,
but the world said Deontay didn't fight no one when he beat Bermain Stavern. Now all of a sudden, Dillian White, his biggest win is over old man Chisora. That he went life, and there's a still shot of Dillian White's lower half of his chin in the audience, while the forehead is sitting in a fucking judge's lap somewhere from a left hook that Chisora hit him with.
But Ness, we can do that same thing. Who's fucking Bermain Stavern's best win? Who's Luis Ortiz's best win?
That's my point, man.
Who's Eric Molina's best win? Who's
but that's my point. This is the UK's argument. When Wilder says, I want to fight, they say, raise your profile. You didn't do nothing. Who have you beat? So now we're saying Dillian wants a fight. Raise your profile. Who have you beat? You ain't do nothing.
Well, I would come back that with
and you ain't no fucking champion asking for a fight either. Wilder's a champ asking, it's completely different than a challenger. Every challenger is challenging. That's the name of the fucking word.
Yes. Can I talk now? Okay.
I'm just gonna wait till you start and cut you off. Ha ha.
I mean, we can be completely honest here, and Dillian White has a better resume than almost everyone. No, he has a better resume than everyone on Deontay Wilder's resume except for Luis Ortiz. He does. He would be the second best guy on Deontay Wilder's resume until he fights Joshua. That is just a fact.
All right.
He's got himself into the #1 ranking, whether people believe that's on merit or some other way, but he's worked his way to that spot. Now, I know Deontay said it'll be a while before he's mandated or has to fight a mandatory, but he's built his way up to that point.
It's such a double standard, because when Deontay built his way up to that point, he beat a bum for a vacant title, or a bum that won the title from a vacant title eliminator and never got to defend it because he fought Deontay and lost. I mean, it's a double standard.
That's the double standards on both sides. Like that's
exactly. I'm just saying there is a double standard. We need to, always bring it to the light. But look, let's change the mood. It always happens whenever we play this guy's intro. So let's just
no, hold on. I know you want to go to him, but we can't, unfortunately. Shout out to the Boomerang and Jay Hardcore Boxing, because he Boomerang back in. If you don't know what Boomerang is, go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Find out what that is, because you can cut the line twice.
Go.
Jay.
Hello.
Jay, what up?
Yeah. Hey, what's happening? Hey, about this fight, let me ask y'all one question, man. When you look at both of their records and everything, don't you feel though they're pretty much the same? Neither one of them have really had any elite fighters, correct, against each other. So you got Klitschko and you got Ortiz. Both of them was old, correct?
Oh, wait, hold on, Jay. Who are you comparing?
Obviously, he's comparing Wilder to Joshua, buddy.
Joshua and Wilder. They both pretty much got the pretty much same resume. I mean, Wilder's got twice as many, but it's twice as many as the regular stuff they both been fighting. I mean, the heavyweight division hasn't been real strong for a while, so they fought what was out there. But it ain't no real top names on it. So that's what's so intriguing about this fight. It makes us want to watch it because either one of them could win at any time. I mean, it's like Holyfield-Bo type of fight. I understand the business part of it and everything, but as a hardcore fan, we all know we just want to see this happen. You know what I mean? But it ain't like how it used to be. It's totally different now.
Cut it.
Jay, that is more than your 45. Thanks for calling back in on that Patreon stops. We're going back out to these phone lines. We got Amin in Jersey.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody that's agreed with it.
Yo, I'm about to get on my Boomerang shit. Watch me. I need that power. But look, great show. TBV is #1. Don't fucking forget it. #1. We got a direct line with the champ. And dig this. I love my UK brothers. Shout out. But dig, you guys have never had an ill British heavyweight. Not even Lennox Lewis. Like, he won that gold for Canada. Silver, matter of fact. So it's all good. I love y'all brothers, but chill. Like, chill with all that. I love y'all. But like, yo, we'll see when the fight happens. And all the talk is just build up. Because they're fanatical over there. They do that over their soccer club. So they know how to talk shit all day. Don't worry about it. When all is said and done, we're going to shake hands and we're going to know. It's Bomb Squad. That's my call. I'm out.
I mean, thanks for calling in. We're going back out to Skype. We got Michael. Talk to me.
Before we go to Michael, I'll just say this. Lennox Lewis was a great heavyweight. If you want to argue whether he was truly British or not, I feel like is a non-point.
We'll take him. He was great. We'll have him.
Yeah, that's his argument, that you're trying to take him, but that he was, Canadian or some shit. But anyway, Michael.
Because he wins. We get him.
Hey guys. Yeah, look, I mean, I heard his call. To be honest with you, all I heard was him like quacking all the way through. Think about free money for the guy. He could have come down, watched the fight, and say hello to the UK fans. You can say British are AJ protectors, but there are some British fans that do like Wilder and would have appreciated him coming down, at least showing his face and say, hey, I'm looking to fight. And he would have endeared him more to the UK fans by doing that. Do you know what I mean? He's not like he has to pay himself. They're paying for him. That's my view on that. And number two, he said it's about legacy, it's not about money. If that's the case, accept the same terms that Parker took for the AJ fight. Make it happen, accept the terms, and then make it done. Forget about money. Forget Skip White.
Yo, but Mike, are you forgetting that he accepted a smaller percentage than Parker, and they still didn't send him a contract?
Did he? Oh, so he said that he would accept a smaller terms than Parker. Last time I checked, he said 50-50, didn't he?
No, man. You know he been not saying 50-50, but you want to grab on to that.
Why are they saying that? They keep holding on to that thing, that 50-50. That happened months ago. He's changed that point numerous times.
I know.
No,
do you guys purposely not say that, or do you guys just are stupid? Like, what's the deal here?
He said after the Stavern knockout, I don't care about money. It's about legacy. And
Yo, you're saying after the Stavern knockout, bro, he had a whole nother fight and like 2 more post fights. Come on, Michael. You get 45 seconds. We're going to go. You're a radical AJ protector.
Well, I really want to know, like, for all the AJ fans out there, I'm not going to call them protectors, but for the AJ fans out there that call in and use that line, he's demanding 50-50. Like, do you really not know that he changed that? Or do you honestly are purposely saying that to troll, to spin a narrative that is
to troll, Matt, to troll. It's on our Camp Life documentary, him saying he'll take 10% if they want, as long as AJ takes it in the second offer. He's given them numerous options. Today he said, listen, I'll fight Dillian White if you put it on the contract. Same thing that Eddie Hearn has been saying all week. Let's see if he actually does it. We got another caller here. Where we're going? We're going to, did we go to the 780-468? 780-468. First time caller, where you calling in from?
I am calling from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
What's going on, Canada?
I want to know. Great. I love your show, by the way.
Actually, we need your name. We need your name. We need your name.
Sorry about that. My name is Rick.
Rick from Alberta. Talk to us. Take it away.
Rick. Yeah. Well, what I want to know is, with all this BS between the two, and we're talking about made reference between the titles, the WBC title is the one that's the most coveted. And it's being shadowed and being looked at as it's a secondary title. It's not important. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's part of the narrative for this particular division due to the franchise that is Joshua.
Yeah. But again, they're talking about the purses, 50-50.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not 50-50 though. It's not.
No issue about that, right?
Nah, but it's not 50.
No, because.
And it wouldn't make sense for it to be 50 either.
On Saturday. The fight on Saturday is going to have 70,000+ people. We can't draw that in Canada or in the U.S. So who has the most drawing power?
Joshua.
That's right.
But
so how can it be 50-50?
But you just don't know. You just don't know.
No one is asking for 50-50. No one is asking for that.
I know. It's crazy with this 50-50 shit.
You understand that?
And then as far as like
Rick.
Oh, I hear that, and that's my whole point, right? It's becoming now okay. So if Parker wins, okay, is the fight it's gonna happen?
Well, no. If Parker wins,
I heard you guys talk about there's a rematch clause.
There is,
right? And so where does the WBC belt become any type of belt at all when it's being overshadowed by the 4 that are out there?
Well, I mean,
we have a champion in North America that's calling himself the best, which he is. He just fought Ortiz, and that was an amazing fight. That would have been better than a Dillian White fight any day.
Yeah, well, it definitely played out better. But listen, you got way past the 45. Rick in Alberta, Canada, thank you for calling in. Continue to do so. Don't forget to subscribe. We need over 150 to just subscribe so that we can reach 70K today, and we'll release a 3-hour exclusive, never before seen, never before heard, only exclusive to our Patreon subscribers over at patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. But if we get to 70,000 subscribers today, we will be releasing that, and you can be a part of that by subscribing right now. We're going to Brinelli.
It's Brinley.
Brinley? All right, baby. Talk to me. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Cardiff in Wales.
Uh-oh, you're already at the fight. Talk to us.
No, I was listening to what Wilder said, and I didn't quite understand why he's come across like he's spiting himself. Well, spiting Eddie Hearn over making the best decision for his career. It's like, if he haven't got AJ next, why not take the next biggest fight for himself? And that's not, it is a blocker to get him at AJ, but for Wilder himself, it is the next best step. And I just didn't get his logic behind not taking that fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, his only logic that I could understand is the principle, man. I mean, that's what it all boiled down to. He doesn't want to feel dictated by Eddie to be forced to take a Dillian White fight to get a AJ shot when no one else really had to do that. But that is your 45 seconds, my friend. Thank you for calling in. I know you've been waiting a long time and it sucks, but this is a spontaneous show, so we kind of control the times. If you definitely subscribe and come on a Thursday or a Sunday, we give all our callers 3 minutes per round, but do not allow any punching after the bell. Matt, we're going out to Fugatti in Texas. Talk to me.
Yo, guys, what's up? First off, Robbie, you're on the panel. That's awesome, brother.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
They have the same resume. What's great about that is if two dudes got are, let's say, the same attractiveness level, and a girl's got to choose, so you got to pick the one with the most money. AJ's got the most money. Doesn't matter if he's got a better resume. He can offer more to anyone else in the division in terms of paydays. Yes! So Wilder is got to realize he's the B-side. He's got to go and show up at that arena, make a bunch of noise. It doesn't matter if they let him in the ring or not. He can't. I mean, he's got to get over the pride shit. Like, I understand. It's great. Like, he's a great champion. I love listening to Wilder talk. And honestly, it's great that he's such a fan of the show, because it does piss me off that, like, AJ's never on here. You guys couldn't get to go see him and do a camp life and all that. He's inaccessible. Wilder's way more accessible. It'd be great if he went over there and whooped his ass. But AJ has all the cards. Hearn has all the cards. They are dominating the heavyweight division right now. Wilder has to accept that. He doesn't have anything to negotiate with except one belt.
I think his negotiation power, according to today's interview, and Fugatti, thanks for calling in. I got to get to some others. But according to today's interview, Matt, I think his tactic or new strategy and newfound negotiation power is going to be the 51-0 with 50 KOs. Time to head on out to Info Joe.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, big up to TBV. That's why y'all the King of Wakanda, direct line with the King of Wakanda, man. Nobody can beat that shit. Yo, check this out. Most boxing fans are fans until their favorite fighter loses. With Wilder, I'm rolling with him until the wheels fall off. He can take a loss, and I'll still roll with him because this guy has character and he has heart. I was one that I wanted him to go to the UK, but from what he said, I respect his opinion, and I'm rolling with him until the wheels fall off. One more thing. All my fellow Wilder fans, we got to stop calling Dillian White a bum, because when Wilder knocks him out, I want him to get full credit. That's my
Whole squad full of fucking killers. I'm a killer too. 7 shots.
Yo, I can't wait till Wilder gives them what they want, man. I need Eddie to put him on the contract, bro. Listen, Rob, contact your uncle Eddie Hearn and tell him put Dillian as the appetizer to the
He's
main.
not taking my calls. He's not taking my calls.
No, he didn't take my calls. You think I didn't fucking text him today and let him know what was going down and who was on the line? I seen a couple of we actually got a few UK numbers, but I don't know. Matt never got to him. Damn, we had 2, bro. Matt, did you ever check that second one?
Yes, none of them were Eddie Hearn's number. Trust me, I have Eddie Hearn's number. It was not that. Me and him talk all the time, about Rob, his ungrateful nephew.
All right. Damn, Hervey just dropped off. Fucking Hervey. All right. Well, let's get out to the 905-479. 905-479. First time caller. Who's this?
Hold on.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
First time caller, 905-479. 905-479. Where you calling in from? First time caller? All right, my friend. We're going to keep the ball moving. We're going out to Majid in Florida. Talk to me, Majid.
Y'all got me?
We got you, brother. We got
I'm
you.
just calling because I'm just calling because I feel like Deontay Wilder going to UK is set up. Like he'll go there thinking that he's gonna have some one-on-ones with AJ, and then Dillian White. They get him in the ring and pull some bullshit off. You know, I'm like, it's at the point where if he's saying that he'll fight Dillian White and then AJ next, let's just see what happens. Other than that, these UK boys, they pussy, and these us US people, we gonna call them pussy till they sign the fight because they know they pussy. But that's all I got.
All right. I don't know. This guy. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'm gonna keep it moving, Ness. Be strong. Be strong. Paul in Dallas, talk to me.
Be petty.
TBV, big shout out to you guys. You guys are going places, definitely. I want to point out about 4 main points. One thing I have noticed is this slave driver mentality. And for people who are black, they will understand what I'm saying a lot more and why Wilder is insistent on being his own person. Eddie seems to have this slave driver mentality where he tries to dictate to others what to do. And Wilder does not accept that. So, big shout out to Wilder for that. That's one. Number two, Wilder said on the call, even though the AJ protectors don't want to accept, he said, I'm willing to fight White if he beats Ortiz, or if AJ is put on the contract, should I beat White? So they hear this talk, but these guys are so pathological in their line that they are willing to say anything. That's two. Number three, you said, Matt said everybody on Wilder's resume, White can beat. That's a lie. I believe Duapas will beat White.
Oh, 45 seconds spontaneous show. Get your thoughts in order, ladies and gentlemen. We're going down the line. We're not going to, do any talking between us. We're going to keep you guys there. I know you've been waiting for some time. Remember, if I say your area code, say your first time caller, get into your call. Let the world know your name and where you're calling from. We're going to the 917-517. 917-517. What's your name? Where you're calling from? (917) 517 917 517. Going once, twice, no problem. Just listening. Going out to Richie. Richie, talk to me.
Yo.
What's up,
Yo,
brother?
that's what I gotta say real quick. It's a setup. When I watched that Eddie Hearn interview over there on IFL TV, it was crazy how many times he was mentioning Dillian White's name. If Wilder went over there, it would have been a setup for him to get on there with White. That's all it was. If I'm Wilder, the only way I'm fighting White is if AJ fights Ortiz. Tell AJ sign the fight with Ortiz, then I'll fight White. That's the only way. Or if AJ in the contract. Easily, Wilder could still fight Pulev. He could still fight what's the other dude who juiced up last time? He could give him another chance. He could go fight a couple names. Listen, AJ only got 3 fights left before the UK gonna start demanding it. That's my call, y'all boys. Shout out to the Boxing Voice having the Bronze Bomber Bomb Squad.
Richie, thanks for calling in, brother. We're going out to Johnny. Talk to me.
Yo. Checking in for the second time. Hey, yo, I feel Wilder, man. He's not playing the Eddie Hearn's tune. I know y'all want him to play the Eddie Hearn's tune, but he's not going to do that. I mean, I kind of just wish he would have pressed the Parker fight a little more. He would have had 2 belts. Now he just stuck with 1 belt, watching them about to unify. It's kind of fucked up, but it is what it is. That's my call, though. Short and sweet.
All right, Johnny, thanks for calling in. We're going to Mike Jerry. Talk to me.
Just listening.
All right, Mike. And Matt didn't put your state. That's so whack, Matt. Tony in Miami, talk to me.
Forgive me, Mike.
Tony.
Yo, you got me?
We got you.
Yo, Matt, real quick. You don't think that Bermane Stivern's win over Areola is bigger than anything that White has ever done?
I think it's no, because that wasn't a Chris Areola. That was a prime, and it's fucking crazy.
You're crazy, Matt.
Chris Areola is hold on. Chris Areola is Derek Chisora of the U.S.
No, Matthew, listen to me. Don't argue. Just listen so you can hear first. Listen so you can hear first. When Chris Areola fought Bermain Stavern, he got himself ranked for that shot. It wasn't no gimmies, and it was a vacant shot. That was the best version. But, I mean, I guess some could argue still that did he lose already to Adamic and Klitschko before that Bermain Stavern fight, or was that after? You got to double check that.
No, he did. He lost to both those guys before that fight. Trust me. Come on, man. Like
but yo, 2 losses don't make you washed up, Matt.
It's a Chisora.
No, it ain't. Chisora now. Listen.
Areola is a domestic level guy that got some world level fights, just like Chisora did.
Chris Areola. I mean, that sounds fair, Matt. But to be honest,
and let's be honest, we're picking at straws.
I know we're picking at straws, but I think even the age difference for the Chris Areola fight and Bermain would be different. Like Derek is old.
Difference. I mean, even though Chisora is out of shape,
Chisora's always out of shape.
But let's be honest here. Areola has been out of
Tyson Fury. He was 268, brother.
But let's be honest here.
Wait.
But you know what, Matt, you continue. No, caller. He continues to make a great case. Matt, you won. Honestly, you continue to make. He is the fucking American Mexican version of Derek Chisora. They both are fat. They both like sloppy. They both lose.
It's a good point. I'm just saying he lost to Thomas Adamek majority decision. That's not like he didn't get spanked. Hold
on. Let me get my fucking air horns because I seen someone in the chat say, "Stop it with the fucking air horns." Now we're gonna overlose them. Yo, don't forget Thomas Adamek was a fucking career cruiserweight that lost to Chad Dawson. That Dawson lost to Ward, never at heavyweight, bro. No, he shouldn't have lost to Adamic. But you know what happened? I watched that fight. Adamic beat the brakes off for Areola because he outboxed him. Areola's a bruiser. He's a brawler. So he tried to, be the bigger puncher with Adamic. Adamic just peppered his face. Bust that big ass nose. Areola got a wide nose. He bust that up. The blood got there. It wasn't the same. You guys got to watch these fights. Anyway, caller, Tony, Miami. Love you. Bye. We got Alex. Cuban Alex from Canada. Talk to us.
Yo, what's going on, man? I missed what Deontay Wilder said, bro. I just got back from the gym. I'm training right now.
He's training for you, Ness. He wants that smoke.
Exactly.
Pray for Alex.
You know somebody's going to get hurt in Border Wars 3, but it ain't going to be you because you're too scared, man. You're so
Alex, wrong time, wrong place, but I do believe you have footage on me to not only study, but to fucking, go to sleep with. We're going out to the we did that too. That Lionel in Las Vegas. Talk to me.
What's going on with you fellas, man?
What up?
Man, all this is shenanigans, man. I'm Team Wilder to the end. He's an American regardless of what everybody's talking about. We need to team up and go and stand up for Wilder. And at the end of the day, I think play the card. Wilder can go fight other people. Wilder don't need to bow down. Go fight other people. Do what you got to do. He's not hurting for money. And at the same time, okay, they're trying to throw Dillian out there. Cool. You want to throw him out there? Well, go fight Ortiz. And after that, we'll either rematch Ortiz or fight Dylan again. But don't, I got to fight Dylan to get the Anthony Joshua. It's like you're bowing down. You got the WBC, man. Fuck that. Man, these are shenanigans. All they got to say is Joshua's not scared, but just keep it 100 and say Joshua doesn't want to fight right now. Okay, cool. We got that. That's all you got to do. That's my time, fellas.
Lionel, thanks for calling in. Let me see here.
Shout out to the super chats. JD saying Wilder is right 100%. Never chase these hoes. Stop playing games and make what could be the biggest fight. I believe there's some other super chatters, but I missed them. So just shout out to all you.
I got him here. We got Matt, not you.
Not
Wade says respect for bringing fans the truth. So help us God. We got Eric Cruz who says Super Chat King at the gym too. So there you go. Cuban Alex letting you know that you're not the only one in the gym. We're going out to the 347-278, 347-278. First time caller. Who's this?
Hey, it's Chase Benjamin calling from Brooklyn, New York. You hear me? I just wanted to say
you said Benjamin?
Everybody out there defending agent here. Chase Benjamin.
Chase Benjamin from Brooklyn. What's good, brother?
New York. Yo, everybody out there defending agent here, paper champ. They paid $8 million for Charles Martin to get that IBF belt, and then they threw that WA belt out there when he fought Klitschko, and they knew Luis Ortiz was the mandatory. He got swindled out of a chance to fight for that WA belt, and everybody acting like they don't see that. He never really won a belt. Tyson Fury did not relinquish his belt. He was doing coke, and he got stripped. So Tyson Fury is the world champ out of Britain, and I want to see Wilder versus Fury. Fuck Joshua, because that right going to come straight down the pipe. He cannot block that. Joshua got no fucking defense. Everybody see that. He's a fucking offensive powerhouse. He's a bully. But he cannot bully Wilder. And everybody saying Wilder is crazy. He only get wild once he know you hurt.
Chase, 45-second spontaneous show. Thanks for calling in. We're going out to Stilo in Mexico.
What up? What up?
What's up, brother?
No, I just want to say these UK fans got PTSD, dog. You know, from Khan to Frampton to Hatton to McGregor. Anytime these top UK fighters come out, usually they get washed. I know there's a few exceptions, but they're afraid, dog. They're afraid we're going to take all they got, dog. But put your nuts on the table. At least Wilder's going to put his nuts on the table. Let's do this shit. There's no other fight. There's no other fight. Peace, fellas.
All right, brother. You know what? I forgot to play this for Eddie. I mean, excuse me, not Eddie, but for Wilder.
The fuck's going on here?
That's what we should have asked ourselves. The fuck's going on here? We're going out to the 215-200. Who's this? First time caller?
Yo. Yeah. First time caller. What's going on?
What's up, brother? What's your name? Where you calling in from?
This is Big Bruce from Philly, man. Big Bruce from the 215.
Big Bruce from Philly. Talk to us.
Yeah, you know what's funny, man? Listening to this whole fiasco, I don't understand why the negotiations are supposed to be so bad. You know, especially when you have one guy in Wilder who's been pretty consistent. You know, and AJ and the AJ protectors, they act like this isn't going to be the biggest payday for AJ as well. So, I mean, the logical fallacies and strawman arguments, they got to stop. All right, y'all.
Big Bruce in Philly, thanks for calling in. I want to thank all the first-time callers today. Big show. Truly appreciate it. I want to remind you guys, guess what? You can always hit that thumbs up button. You can always
remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes,
because that truly helps. Like Matt said it before, you don't always have to monetarily support this show. We're not expecting everyone to give $1, but imagine if everyone did just $1 single dollar, like if we were little babies in a foreign third world country. Then we'd be really fucking blowing the roof off of this shit, having Deontay Wilder on a couch, not on a phone call. You know what I'm saying? Believe in the dream, join the movement, head on over to patreon.com, help us achieve the goal of getting a studio. It's not that big a deal. We might open up a Patreon tier for somebody that wants to donate the studio. Just dump the check in there, whatever. We'll do it. Listen, final thoughts. I mean, it's more of the same, except for this particular exclusive one-on-one with Deontay. We got another look into the mind of the champion, and I think that people came away from this, Matt. They they fell in love with his character. He turned some around because of his stance, much like some of the political stances that he takes. He's a man of principle, and you can't hate on that because Anthony Joshua is a man also of principle and respect, and he's shown us that throughout, his career and with the things he's done and the body language, especially the Brazil footage. We all know what we're talking about. Anyway, I'm your host, NestGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. Once again, thank you for all the support for this show and all today's 3 shows. If you don't know we did 3 shows, head on over to iTunes.com and check them out on a podcast form. Matt, take it away.
Yes, 70K before today and 100K before May. Let's go. And of course, like I said, if you want help financially, it's always deeply appreciated. Our Patreon members are like our board of directors. Guys like Info Joe, guys like Amin. Those guys are our board of directors. They hold us accountable to what we say, to what our facts are, what our biases are.
9 people away, Matt. We need 109 subscribers to get to 70,000, and we're dropping that Keith one-time Thurman 3-hour exclusive that no one has ever seen. And it's going to be in the hands of Matt. He's on the West Coast. He's up later than me. I mean, it's late over here already. I'm out. I'm grandpa status.
And of course, if you do not want to pay with Patreon, you can hit that like button. Absolutely free. Go to iTunes, leave a review, whether it's a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, or a 5-star. We will read it on air live.
Preferably a 5-star.
Preferably, but of course, hey, you are the voice of the people. If you don't like something, voice it. You can either call in or leave a comment, do whatever you need to do, but there's definitely avenues to make your voice heard on this platform. Again, I'm Matt the Hipster Hunter. You can find me on Mixed Combat News on Twitter, Matt Hunter TBV on Instagram, my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radios on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, etc. And of course, final thoughts, Deontay Wilder. I think you're making a mistake here. Agree or disagree, man. See you later. Peace.
I just want everyone, whoever really, really loves this show, if you really, really love this show, send me a screenshot of Matt's face when Deontay Wilder said his characteristics on the role or as his role on the show. Peace.
I'm just a legend, a living legend, an icon living. Shout out to Jaden Smith.